Wait, where did we break into?
The Joneses.
The Joneses.
Yeah, your new in-laws.
Can you marry
We
off
married
my
you off while you
character?
were away.
Immediately.
I know I'm fluffy and
Hey, you're
come
not there.
on.
So Kat, you got left behind
Now
studying
we're stealing your daddy.
while you were party left to a mansion in the noble sect, all the way
They do.
in the secluded north, all by its scary lonesome, where they bravely broke into and found the basement to be nothing but empty until picking up rocks on the second floor, summoning a horde of zombies. Then they escaped. I think they were sitting in a park now, somewhere. I recall.
You also found a special box.
Yes, you do.
Doesn't have an easy way to open it.
Yeah. No.
I mean, it does have an easy way to open it if you guys would let me break it.
We might get to that point.
In order to break this box, you must place it between the toes of two earthen giants on the. Never mind. Anyways,
Sounds like a quest to me.
My only question is, in my time of isolated study, did I actually finally crack that final part that I was trying to do?
I would like to say yes.
But the answer is no.
I might have forgotten that bit.
Whoops.
It's fine. We can, hold it off for next session. Just say he did, and you can figure it out later.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, you're very close. I just didn't finish it.
You're fine, man. You're fine. Well, Cat thinking he had enough studying for the day. He's gonna pull out his little owl familiar that has a cat head on it. Do not ask how this happened. This is an abomination of nature. And he's just gonna gently pat it on the head. Do you happen to know where my friends are? It shakes its head. Well, I am lonely. I am a small catman. I'm gonna go into the big wide world. Hopefully I do not get stabbed. Like the last few times. That's very unpleasant. Kit Kat's gonna go start searching for them.
You sent the research stuff off to the wizard results.
Yes. I found on our walk there. I found a giant tower just in the middle of the city somehow. Not even the middle of it. It's just off in the corner. The non-wizard folk can't see. It's like a Hogwarts situation, and it's only as really informed people know about it. It's a secret. It's a secret. It's just kind of like Druid speak in Pathfinder. Non-Druids just can't know it. Yeah, I'm gonna go searching for them. The group up.
Sure. As you step outside, you notice it's still actually kind of late. It's still the same day. It's dark out, but as y'all arrived, but you can go ahead and roll me a 1d20 as you step outside.
Is this the chance for a bird to shit on me?
Something like that.
15.
I've made that roll before. In Tomb of Annihilation, I've made that.
Okay.
Go on. Birch, yeah, that's one of the random encounters in the starting city is a parrot poops on one of the party members, and I rolled it. So a parrot shat on one of my party members.
Nice.
Make it more interesting and turn it into a rock.
Oh, gross.
So, Kat, as you step outside, you overhear a couple locals muttering to themselves. They have just left the noble sect. And they're kind of hush hush about it with their news of the gossip.
Cat ears.
But you hear about how there was these strange party of people going into the abandoned house. That normally that there's only one person that ever goes in at a time. While they never left, they actually saw that, or they've been told that they've made it out, which is a first as far as the whole neighborhood is concerned.
Kawari House, people going in, actually leaving. You know what? That sounds like my party. He's going to head off to the Noble District.
Maybe it's
And
a
he
group
has
of
his-
party people.
And he has his owl flying just at like the tip of the radius of mental communication upwards above him. Just keeping an eye out.
Yeah. As you cross the border, it's not too hard to find the rest of the people who are familiar to you. They're sitting. They've taken a small break off to the side in one of the gardens.
Hold on. The cat instincts demand for stealth. Someone's going to notice me. Shame. So one of you, probably multiple of you, just see he thinks he's stealthy. He thinks he really is stealthy. If he didn't have his hat on, he would be stealthy. But you just see, like, in the bushes, just trying to sneak behind you is the tip of a very, very familiar red hat with little bells on it.
That beats Nero's passive perception anyway.
Oh yeah, none of us are. Wait, no, the Druid's Wisdom caster.
Hi,
Also
it's
the
me.
monk.
Oh yeah, the monk. What's your wisdom? Is it a +4?
It is a +3.
Ah. Shit, I actually get away unnoticed.
Not very difficult in this party.
Behind all of you, you just hear, so what did you guys get up to? I heard a day in and I already hear rumors.
Nero's just like, as soon as you pipe up, Nero's gonna quirk an ear and then turn around, look, just jolt in his seat on his bench where he has his, oh, by the gods.
I'm gonna choke on my biscuit that I was eating.
What, he
I was
wasn't here
wondering when you
already?
would get out here.
Oh, that's right. He was too quiet for being here.
Very much talker. But I was in the inn finally cracking that code. I just get just a little bit of wait for the ink to settle down, and then we will have our translation.
All right, thanks for doing that.
I even took the time to translate it from the cracked celestial to common, so everyone can read.
Okay, so who wants to tell Mr. Cat what we just got ourselves out of?
I'm biscuits. If someone else please take over. Also,
Alright,
I
I'll do
remember
it.
like half of it.
So that house up there, it's got a number of dead bodies in it. And they were walking around for a little while.
Why are the zombies
Not
so
very
common
agreeable.
on this continent?
It beats me. But if we're going to get anywhere with where we're trying to figure out this mystery, then I think it's something to do with the box that we found upstairs.
A puzzle?
I don't think it has any moving parts. No way to open it.
It said it was owned by Pandora.
Can I do like a history check on that bit?
Sure.
Because I want to be the cat that opens Pandora's box. Hold on, why is my character sheet not loading up?
Curiosity killed the Kit Kat.
Yeah, I hope that specifically Nero and Cat can die from opening it, and not the rest of us.
Just those two? Just them
Just
two in
those two.
particular.
The part that everyone doesn't point out is that Curiosity only killed the cat.
Is that like a plea to the DM? Oh, if I got an advantage. That's sad. Didn't sound too familiar. Yep, Kit Kat's going to do his best to move two people down so he can just plop in between them and set the box on his lap. What does it look like? That
It's a very it's kind of hard and metallic. Not a lot of detail, not a lot of openings. Very solid. It feels kind of like I can't remember what I said. But it's kind of like iron or steel, except less. I mean, it's not metallic, but it's as hard and sturdy as just a solid cube of steel. What it feels like.
detect magic. Casting it. Where is it? That's cat bell. Featherfall. Covering languages. Detect magic. Shiny.
Yes, the box lights up like a Christmas tree.
Well, whatever you found, it's quite magical. So knock spell would not work. Is there a keyhole? Does it look like it's just clapped shut? Is it just a solid piece of metal with no way to actually open it?
Just completely solid, smooth. No dents or markings.
What type of, what school of magic is on the box?
You see
Explosion.
Necromancy? Question mark.
Ooh, fun.
Abjuration.
Abjuration, that's the summoning one, right?
That's the boring school.
It is the boring.
Boo. Every locked box is abjuration. Boo.
Well, that's the summoning one, right?
No, that's
No.
conjuration.
Okay, aberration is shielding.
Yeah,
Shielding and banishing.
Abjuration is like buffing
Mage
people.
armor, shit like that.
Defense.
Well, it looks like it has a typical enchantment for the box you're not supposed to get into, aberration. He's just going to tap it a few times. Don't recognize the... Wait, what?
As you tap it, the shinies shine a little bit differently. You see some school of enchantment, and then on second tap, you kind of see the school of evocation.
He's going to immediately stop, hold it at arm's length, give it to whoever is at... Yeah, I think it's trapped. We don't jostle it too much, just in case. None of you tried to hit it open, right?
Not yet, we didn't.
Oh, thankfully, I'm thankful that you did. I would have rather keep you all alive.
Hit's not the right word for what I tried to do to it.
I mean, I could easily hit it from a distance if we'd like to back away, say 120 feet.
Well, it's really unsure what spell it will do. It can do anything from just spit fire at you, or they can summon a meteor. We don't really know.
Do you mind if I take another look at it?
Yes, I'm not going to touch it. I would like to do an Arcana check just to see if I can figure out what spells are on it real quick.
Mm-hmm.
If my cat eyes... Oh, no. That one. I have no idea.
Nope, it's a mystical box with pretty colors.
Two can play at that game if you allow me. May I roll Arcana?
You may.
I can do worse, but I did better.
Meanwhile, Nira is going to take about 11 minutes to identify ritual it. I'm not sure if this is going to get any extra information, but imagine it's he closes his one remaining flesh eye and just sort of his left sapphire eye just starts like shining a stream into it to try and figure out what is reflected back.
Mm-hmm. You notice. Let's see, magic review, manage properties. All right. So you're able to glean from this box as you take your time to identify it. That it's not really a usable box. It's while there's magic magic flowing in and out of it, it has no sense of use, like or effects. Sorry. So it won't shoot magic or fire or blow up or anything. It's a good paperweight, but it has this weird flow of magic that continues to store, that seems to be stored in or flowing into and out of.
You say it won't explode, but has it come in contact with a wizard recently that could make it explode? Because we could make it explode if you say it won't explode. I'm just saying.
I think after the 10 minutes, Nira is going to sort of drop his gaze and like shiver his head out. He's going to hold up the box. So, well, I do not think we will be doing anything by accident to this that would cause it to harm anyone around us. Doesn't seem to be any kind of interface with it. Could try and crack it open, but whatever magic there is in there will make itself very free at that point. Could be something trapped inside. Could be something nasty. You know, sometimes things can be trapped inside these vessels like this. They're not always the wish-giving types, if you know what I mean.
Is there any point in opening it, or should we just keep going?
There's something interesting in it, but it's really sour grapes at this point. It might have something to do with that locked door we found in the abandoned house outside of the city.
Kit Kat's gonna hold his hands out. Can I keep it? Just so if I ever get the urge to study it at the middle of the night, maybe I'll figure more things about it.
Nira tosses it over.
Kit Kat catches it and puts it in his bag. Pats it lightly. Since detect magic is going to stay on for quite a while, about 10 minutes. No, it would have faded by the time I faded. Yeah. Anything else you found interesting in there besides, rotten zombies, mystical boxes, any notes at all? No? Yes? Maybe.
Oh, really? It was very clean in there. It is almost as if it was lived in.
They are zombies, but zombies usually don't clean.
Depends on the zombie.
There was one special zombie in there.
Oh, special. Oh.
It disappeared before we could destroy it.
Kit Kat's going to tilt his head at that. The little bells making tingling noises disappeared, as in dimension door, gateway, anything like that. Did you figure it out, or is it more of a natural ability, or was it an illusion that felt a little too real?
Mr. GM, do I know?
He summoned a meteor upon us, and we all survived, except he disappeared afterwards in a cloud of dust.
Hooray!
I thought I would hear the meteor
Uh,
hitting the Earth.
What was the question?
Do we know what type of spell or natural ability, or is it more of a natural ability the zombie used to abracadabra, look over there, now I'm gone?
Didn't you tell us it was Dimension Door?
Yes, maybe. I'm sorry,
don't
I don't remember. I think it was.
You said something about him stepping through a door to a new dimension, which I think very strongly hinted at Dimension Door.
Isn't it more like a plain old travel?
Sorry, it's a week ago, so I forgot what Dimension Door is.
2 weeks even.
Dimension Door, I think it's a 3rd or 4th level thing that allows you to travel somewhere around a couple hundred feet.
500 feet away. Misty Step is level 2, and it's like 60 feet or something like that.
Yeah, I have Misty Step myself.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's basically something like that, yeah. Except that, of course, he wasn't really willing.
You said that he wasn't willing to leave? Is that what you said?
I don't know. I might be thinking of something different. What are you thinking of? Or what are you talking about?
I was just trying to figure out what type of spell he used, because if it was Dimension Door, that means he got away somewhere nearby. If it was,
Oh yeah, but who?
Kit Kat, or no, sorry, Nero did.
The special zombie that we fought in the basement. The like boss fun.
Oh right.
Covered in dust or
Okay,
something.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I remember now. He faded away right before. Yeah, I thought you were talking about when he flung Drac across the room.
Nah. It was when we got up in his business.
Yeah, so he no, it wasn't so much a Dimension Door as it felt like he himself disappeared. It didn't seem like a teleport. It just seemed like he vanished.
So it seemed like invisibility, basically.
Invisibility, illusion, something along those lines, yeah.
I thought it was Dimension Door, or I would have, smacked the air a few times. Oh well.
Sorry, yeah.
Whatever it was, I think we probably do not have to worry for a little while longer. Seem to be less inclined to allow undead to walk the streets here in the city.
Yet letting them roam free in this building seems to be common, to the point of people coming in here and, I assume, creating more zombies, becoming zombies. And no one bats an eye, no one stops them.
I don't know, maybe they have a thing about privacy of one's own home around this place.
Well, that seems odd.
If you had a convenient house that was the only spot with zombies, wouldn't you let it be there?
It smells. It reminds me quite of a fish mark with how smelly this all is.
Boo!
You see,
Boo!
I would notify someone in charge, someone in authority.
I have a shitty view. Oh, sorry.
And have them clean the place out.
Hey guys, speaking of bad smells, the cesspool backed up, and I need to wait for the cesspool people to get here, so I'm gonna back out.
Okay.
All right, man.
All right.
I'll see you guys later.
Have
Thank
fun.
You.
I was gonna say, what did Murr do?
I blame your brother.
See you later, Chevy.
Yep. See ya.
Oh, that's awful. That's amusing, though. Just how perfectly timed it was.
Sorry, brother. Start talking to me again. All right, I'm gonna head out. I'll see you guys later.
See
Yep.
ya.
Feel
See
free
ya.
to join if you finish. But
Well, it seems like you all had a very long day. Probably multiple of you are hurt. So we should probably head back to the inn, that you all get rested up for the festival tomorrow. Because, well, they call this a diviner's intuition, but I feel like shit's gonna go down.
Either way, I'm not inclined to be getting involved with the authorities. I don't think they'll. I don't think we'll have a very legal answer to them should they ask us if we had a reason for breaking in to that house that
We're adventurers. We're
didn't
naturally
have the
curious.
owner's permission or the keys or anything like that.
The door was open.
From one willing man to another, Draj, I do not bet.
Do we know if this place has worried laws where you can go and if there's just like a door open, you can just peek your head in, make sure everything's okay. There's not like a husband murdering a wife or any children and stabbing things or zombies popping up.
That would be perhaps reasonable, Kit Kat, if we were residents of this place. Neighbors, concerned people who know what goes on in these parts, but we're strangers here.
Yeah, I mean, look at us. Two of us are cats. Weird.
There's nothing wrong with being a cat. In fact, I find it more enjoyable than being the size of everyone's shins.
You guys have fur? Fucking odd. What are
You
they?
have hair. How does it not get into your eyes all the time?
Well, we comb it. We keep our hair short. It naturally does not go into our eyes. It would be awful if it did.
And
you
another
have
thing.
fur too.
Another thing, Gilbert. How does your kind, with such confidence, go through every doorway, even though you have no whiskers? Things are weird for us as well. Do not be so rude.
And we could fit into about anything we can fit our heads into. It's quite nice.
Well, he can, not me.
I think I'm a little bit more solidly built than I am.
How about we get going? This is not productive.
Yeah, I'm gonna casually pull another biscuit out of my pack and just start chewing on it.
How much do you all
Trying
spend
not
in
to be
shampoo each
gun-gun.
year, anyways?
A little more expensive than the human equivalent, but it makes us look quite nice.
Maybe
Whenever I take a bath with the soap, I'm going to glimmer like a diamond.
maybe they only shampoo their head hair and they just lick everything else.
That makes sense.
We can't reach our backs.
We saved
Yeah,
the money
so your
on
back
combs.
is filthy.
Well, no, you wash it.
Now, all the rest of you is perfectly pristine, and then your back is like actively growing mold.
That would be quite an interesting way to keep alchemy equipment on you in good ingredients. I think there were some people who did that back in my homeland. They were an odd group.
Perhaps we should head back before this line of Inquisition goes to places it shouldn't go.
It always does.
I mean, I've got a lot of hours. I can continue.
Oh, Kit Kat gonna stand up. His little bells just twinkling. You have no idea how they did not make a noise when he was sneaking up, but he's just gonna walk all the way back to the inn, just strolling.
So you're saying we should put a bigger bell on him?
It won't work. Because unlike a common household cat, I know to pinch the bell whenever I'm trying to sneak.
As y'all head back to the inn for day's rest, Can I get a one last D20 from everybody?
Sure.
Mine is the best roll because it's the smallest.
Mm-hmm.
Overall.
All right. So y'all are able to file in to your rooms with many questions on the house y'all just visited, and the black box that you have tucked away. But y'all are able to sleep peacefully until the royous excitement come morning, waking everybody up.
Kit Kat's gonna sit up. He's going to rub his eyes. He washed last night, so you know how like gloss, you know like how black cats can look really glossy and soft looking at the same time. That is Kit Kat right now. He puts his little wizard hat on, a proud little thing of his. Spins around, makes sure that all the bells are tinkling as is traditional, and then he heads out to the common area to look for his people.
How shiny would you say he is?
If the light catches it just right on his fur, it is almost blinding.
So I'm going to cast Prestidigitation to make it a little bit
Yeah.
less shiny. Remember when we were talking about the mold and stuff in the back? It's thankfully I can soil a cubic foot of area, so it's going to be less shiny. Yes.
Hold on. Do I have? I swear I have Prestidigitation.
I'm waiting for you to counterspell. Actually.
I'm not level 3. I'm not level 3.
One more
sadly.
level.
Oh no, those personal spells, not cantrips. Told the dead.
I imagine Nero rattled off the conversation about cleanliness and stuff like that, knowing
See,
full well
as
that he
soon
just
as soon as
up.
Kit Kat notices that he is less shiny as usual, he's just going to snap his fingers, spin, and almost like a magical girl transformation, he is back to his regular shiny self.
Two can play at this game. As soon as Josh.
Okay. Let's just to the background. It's just the cat. It's almost like a strobe light as magic goes on, off, on, and off, on and off.
Gilbert's gonna stare at the strobe light of magic in awe.
And you can keep like what 3 effects up?
Yep.
Yeah, it's just Kit Kat expands the war field by making Draj scales start to dull.
No, that's fine. We're adventurers.
Meanwhile, Nero upstairs just gets up, casts Prestidigitation on himself to clean up, not needing any shampoo or combs or brushes or anything like that. Just gets dressed and goes.
And you walk down to the insanity happening downstairs. It's like they're sitting across the bar. It's just the cat looks like a strobe light of the light just catching his fur because he's sitting by a window, and it makes it gleam a little, and then it's just deadens and it gleams, and Draj looks like he did not sleep well because his scales just not the best.
I think I read a book about this once. He says, like leaning over to Gilbert. She's like, something about 3 little fairies who kept on changing the dress of the fancy princess at the end. What was it? Blue, red. Maybe I can get into this. He like snaps his fingers and Kit Kat's hat turns green or something.
Kit Kat looks over. Still casting, by the way, to counter the Draj. And for his third little non-instantaneous effect, he makes Nero extremely fluffy.
Well, thankfully, I've got an extra one to use as well. I'm going to make a draconic symbol appear on your nose for the next hour.
This is when Gilbert finally learns that he has epilepsy. Just flashing magic going back and forth.
Can you see that? There's like weaponized the shiny kitty.
That's That's the image that I'm putting on your
I'm
nose.
loading up. That looks nice.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure because of how cats work, they're not exactly able to see their own noses. So he's going to walk around with that, not ever noticing it.
You, amidst your morning fun, you do gather the attention of the innkeep, who kind of slowly stumbles and clears.
Are we about to have like a Skyrim guard? Hey, put those magic hands away.
I understand your excitement, but can you not do that here? This is just well established, and I
Oh,
mean,
my apologies. I did not know there was a cultural slight. And he snaps his fingers. All effects are gone. He gets up. Well, are we going to leave now?
I'm seizing on the floor.
Nero just moves the furniture away from Gilbert.
It was blue. It was red. It was blue. It was red. It was blue. It was red.
Is our little friend okay? Does he need some air? Did the city get to him? I know he's very wild at heart, but this seems to be an overreaction.
We didn't cover this in magic school.
Where are we heading, by the way?
well, I mean, so today's the day of the Life Festival, which is, if you step outside, you'll see crowds of people starting to funnel in towards the religious sect. The temple area, the temple to the gods, is a very festive place on this day. I mean, everywhere is, but the temple itself is more so than the whole city as the center hub.
Kit Kat looks like his eyes have gone wide. There is much shinies. There is much noise. There is much things to get the cat's attention.
Let's head to the religious sect then, see if we can't find ourselves some attractions. If you find Mr. Withers anywhere, point him out to me if you would. I have a feeling he may have some information about this box.
With us?
Oh,
He was
that's right, you didn't know him.
he was the priest we came across in the last time we went there.
Oh, okay. Well, I have the books on me, so I will try to look. Can you describe him as a human, elvish, maybe another cat, even though those seem to be quite rare?
He was old.
He was an old little guy, right?
It seemed his ears were shorter and not as pointy.
Yeah. No mission.
Okay. Up to my knees, my hips. How big are we talking? Are we talking dwarvish? Are we talking gnomish? Are we talking about like a halfling friend?
Hi, that's me. Hello. I wave. Hello.
Oh, you're recovered from whatever the thing you are doing. Good. Okay, maybe not completely.
I'm okay. I've got like a hot water bottle.
He was a gnome.
Go ahead.
That's all. He was a gnome.
Oh, yeah. That'd be kind of hard to pick out in the crowd, but do you know what temple he belonged to?
The big one in the center.
I guess we can try to go inside and ask around for him.
I'll be thinking of doing that.
Kit Kat nods, and he's just gonna, once again, our fearless wizard takes the lead.
Rev, follow along?
What?
I'll follow along.
I'm fully expecting Bit to one-shot me one of these days because my dumbass.
We'll see.
I want to roll your portents, Cat.
Oh, yes.
by cute cat videos. A 16 and a 20.
Nice. That said, if as y'all leave the inn, you can see just crowds of people lining the street. Some stalls on the side, people cheering, people giving out free snacks. But everyone's all headed towards the center, where, if I can get a D20 roll from everybody.
100%.
Ooh.
No, it is me who is the best.
Nope.
Oh my
beaten out.
goodness.
Unfortunately, that's not how this works. Whatever I roll is always the best.
Oh wow. That
Well,
is
that's
quite the roll. Sorry, one second.
Needs to roll on the table for what kind of bird is going to crap on you.
The entire
See, at
party-
least I didn't have to do that. It was
No,
told
what
to
it
me
is,
that it
it's
was a
gonna be-
parrot.
It's going to be a passing rock.
You encounter an ancient green dragon.
And it takes a shit.
Gross.
Poisonous.
It's
Just
an
I was gonna
intelligent
say, is the
dragon. It's
green
just
dragon
nasty.
shit also poisonous?
no one has tested it to find out, I guess.
Rival.
Oh, what was that new Tasha spell, which is the acid thing? It's like,
Tasha's Caustic Brew.
I have that.
yes.
Gross.
I thought for some reason there was one that was similar to Flame Sphere, but
Gross.
it's just a lion.
That would be if a fire dragon crapped on you. A red dragon instead of a green one. It'd just be a flame
Talk
sphere.
about it dropping.
Assuming dragon shit is akin to that dragon's breath, which dragon would have the worst shit?
Oh, I have to say the lightning dragon, because you can't shovel it or else you're going to get shocked. So you just kind of got to wait there for it to lose its charge, and then
Tiamat. Oh, I guess
Tiamat's a good answer.
yeah.
Or we go back in time to when Tiamat was not yet a fiend.
Oh yeah.
I have seen a necrotic dragon, so I feel like that might be the worst, because the crap can then turn into a zombie.
No. It craps on the graveyard, and it's like a Night of the Living Dead situation where it gets into like the rainwater, and just suddenly we have a zombie apocalypse on our hands.
Meanwhile, I'm just over here, like, seeing this and going, oh, now I can have a red dragon smack talk a fire casting wizard, saying, oh, I shit bigger fire than that, mate.
Did our rolls break you a bit?
You muted, mate.
Instead of sleeping in, Bit spontaneously falls asleep during the session.
That's happened before.
As a player.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. I don't want to make light of the fact that I was so graciously invited to this game, but playing is way more tiring than DMing.
You
Because
think so?
there's so many giant breaks in between me having to think about anything.
Yeah.
More able for you to fall asleep.
Mhm.
I feel like DMing keeps your brain going all the time, so for me
All the
it's
time.
more tiring, but it's also consistent.
The only thing I'm really good at is like combat because I can make all these weird monsters.
Oops, sorry guys, I was muted.
That's fine. Were you confused why we weren't answering you at all?
We were all competing to compliment you.
Oh yeah,
Giving
yeah.
you the best compliments.
Yes, thanks. No. So weird thing. All my notes that I had last week have disappeared.
Vanished.
Is that because of our roles?
Yes. You no.
God, I hope.
Let's see. It's an hour. All right. Yeah. Let me. Would y'all be opposed to? I know it's early, but would y'all be opposed to taking a 10-minute break, and then continue the last 3 hours?
I'd be
After
fine with
that.
that.
Yeah, we
That's
may
fine.
want another break, like in an hour and a half or something. But yeah,
Yeah, I could do that. That's fine.
give you a few minutes to get your notes together. That'd be fine.
Yeah, thanks. Sorry.
It's fine.
Sure.
No problem.
I also will allow it.
Are you sure though?
Man, I am so
Yeah, I'm just
close.
trying to blow my nose. Give me a minute.
I'm so close to getting all the achievements on Persona 5 Strikers.
What's been the most fun one so far?
Is it the one where you striked?
I gotta go look at them all. Because you got like the typical progression things, and then you have other ones where it's. I think I like Death Defied the most, where you have to beat the Reaper.
Cool.
Yeah, because to do Death Defied, you have to basically do every non. What's it called? Non time specific request. And if you do that, well, you get to fight the Reaper, and that's how you get New Game Plus.
All right.
And Merciless difficulty, where on the was it the second or third dungeon, the enemies are already level 99. Yeah, it's painful. It's fun but painful.
Ooh.
Oh, one really good balance thing though is the days don't progress when you leave the dungeon, so you can just leave it, get all your HP and SP back, and then go back in. I like it. I'm gonna go get something to eat.
I have a feeling that if I was the kind of person to try and get all achievements in a game, then I would probably burn out at Civ 6 because there are some wild ones there. My favorite one that I've seen so far has been Pizza Party. That achievement, you need to have the great person Leonardo da Vinci in New York, like a city named New York, with great works from Michelangelo and Donatello, and then you got to build a sewer in that city.
Boo.
There's a bunch like that. One that I got just as an accident was one called "What Could Possibly Go Wrong," and that was have improved amber in a city with a zoo and an archaeological museum at the start of a turn.
Also, boo. No puns or references in my video games, damn it.
Oh, you would hate Civ 6 then.
I did God, how long ago was this? A week ago, I think. I did the fucking extended Indiana Jones reference in World of Warcraft. And I was shaking my head the entire time.
Tell me about that. I never got into World of Warcraft.
You help a guy dressed exactly like Indy named Harrison Jones go through an ancient Egyptian-esque temple where you get him a rope instead of his whip, and after you finish the temple, he runs off to an airfield with Schnazis. And you have to. He's busy in a fist fight with the bald strongman guy while you run around and do a bunch of shit. And eventually, you turn on the plane, and it kills the guy in the with the propeller. And the whole time, I hated it.
All right.
Sounds like great fun.
All right. I'm set. Sorry, guys.
No worries.
Monday is May Day, and so a lot of times because I'm working on it, all my D&D stuff gets shoved aside to random places.
Yeah. I feel that. Gotta get yourself a big ring binder so you can lose it all at once.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah, all at once is it's a thing, but yeah, I have D&D stuff everywhere. I have a book that I keep next to my tile set, just with all my class notes and not class like school notes, but class like wizard and warlock and stuff.
Yeah.
Character builds.
The cool type of class.
Yeah, the cool type of class. And then I have on the other side of the corner, I have miniatures and dice, and then on the other corner, I have oodles of scrap pieces of paper with everything on it, from character sheets to more campaign notes, really.
Awesome. Can't wait to do in-person games again.
Yeah.
I would say that if I was doing in-person games pre-lockdown, which I was not.
You'll get to discover the joy eventually.
I used to, I did, and then fucking my partner made us move, and now I can't.
Stink. You just have to find people in your new neighborhood then.
Yeah, they have a couple of friends here that I think we're gonna try starting up a game with.
Awesome.
Oh, cool. Can I join?
Yeah, sure. How do you feel about moving to Ontario?
Oh, it's just down the street. I'll walk there from
Okay.
Texas.
It's on the same continent. No problem.
I just go north, right?
Yep. Vaguely.
If I start walking now, I'll get there by the time y'all finish the big bag encounter.
Hey guys, I got a level 3 character sheet here. Did you guys have a place on the things? Like, we're level 25. It's been 16 years.
What has happened since I've been gone?
It's been 16 years.
Oh, okay. Well, none of you died of old age, right?
I hope not.
Good, good, good. I like to keep you around. Good, 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 good. Any progression on, say, I don't know, the war front, maybe?
Oh, well, we're holding in Village Bretano, but I reckon in the next push we'll be able to do a good counter-attack and get those Imperial Germans back to where they came from.
Good. We really need that land back, and those Germans. Man,
We got 5 feet of it last year.
Oh, that is excellent progress. Remember, every inch counts. Man, we must have lost so many men digging new trenches for that 5 feet.
Every inch counts.
Was this going forward 16 years?
This is a
going
serious
back 16
conversation, Ben.
years?
How dare you? Must resist the urge to open SimCity while waiting.
That does seem very difficult.
I mean, I'm going to be honest, I'm playing Hearthstone right now.
SimCity.
Although, to be fair, Hearthstone you can play for 5-10 minutes and then put it down.
Yeah.
SimCity you can play for 5-10 hours and then put it down.
I did last night.
No, you can't. You can't put it down. That's the problem with it. You can never put it down, ever.
It's like a curse object.
SimCity 3000 was the best.
Hey, that was the version I was playing last night.
Oh, nice. I modeled my house into that game. I can't remember what I did with it. It's just a normal house, I think. But
I remember playing that like 20 years ago.
All right, we get it. You're old.
Good game, alright?
It was pretty good, yeah. I especially like destroying the city.
there was Pharaoh and Raw or something like that.
Oh yeah, I played Pharaoh all the time. That was a great game.
Yeah, I think I tried out the Greek version of it, Susan Poseidon.
Mm-hmm.
It was alright, it was a bit stressful though.
I was much more of a fan of Pharaoh, less of a fan of Poseidon.
I started with Poseidon, so when I went to Pharaoh, I was like, what's this fucking river shit?
All right. Everyone done with their impromptu break?
Meow.
Yep.
Gesundheit.
Gesundheit.
All right. So bad rolls all around.
As is tradition.
Luckily for y'all don't see anything apart from the large sea of people that have gathered into the religious sect, bumping and pushing your way through as you make your way down the street. In fact, you quite almost suddenly so pardon me for being a little bit slow on a couple of these things.
It's fine. Man. Don't worry.
No, what I'm saying is my mouse recently broke. So I lost control of my left click. But I switched the mouse settings to make the right click the left click. But that means I can't right click anymore. So all those cheat menus that I use I've had to finagle the settings to force them to the keyboard.
Why is this town infested with goblins?
So y'all smack straight into
a giant candy thing.
A jar.
You'll smack it to Lucia, apparently.
Of jelly beans on a pedestal.
Mm-hmm.
On a sign near it says 5 gold per guess. How many in the jar?
What's the reward?
The jelly beans.
It's always the jelly beans.
Judge is
I'm
going
sorry,
to-
not 5 gold. It's 5 silver.
I was going to say that's a huge payment.
That's a little steep.
It's a lot of jelly beans.
Josh is going to lean over to Kit and say, "Do you have any illusion magic?"
That is not my area of expertise, but they have a minor bit of it.
I was thinking you could maybe make the jar appear to only have, say, 10 jelly beans in it, and then we could guess 10 and win the prize.
I think they might have precautions against entrepreneurs like us.
I always forget that people can be smart.
It is quite a difficulty to remember that, especially whenever they walk around with such vacant smiles on their faces. So, Bit, what is the reward?
You don't see any indicating any kind of prize pool, but as you look past the jelly beans, you see a fully loaded festival. The Festival of Life has started just moments ago, and there's.
Go ahead, sorry.
I was going to say, you see stalls run by the goblin workers dressed up in costumes, surrounded by plushies of goblins to be given away as prizes.
Is there an attendant at the jelly bean jar?
There is no attendant at the jelly bean jar, just a collection for your guesses and a collection for the deposit.
I would like to pick up the jelly bean jar.
You can pick up the jelly bean jar.
I'm going to closely inspect it.
Mm-hmm.
What would I have to roll to get an idea of how many jelly beans?
Kit Kat also wants to try his luck too.
You can whisper me a investigation check if you would like to make a guess.
How do I whisper in a roll?
/W space GM, and then you type in the roll.
/W
Space GM. Yep.
GM.
And then you do the double brackets, and then you roll, and then your modifier. There's no way to output a whispered roll on character sheets, unfortunately.
Hold on. W keys being weird.
I can double check that though. Yeah. Nothing there.
Double brackets.
I think you can do /GR for a GM roll.
I just say /R honesty. An investigation, you said, Bit?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ignore that last one. So you can do /GR, and then it will GM roll something for you.
Let's see if I did that right. You see that Bit?
Yep.
Good. You know what? I feel like this is extremely needed and relevant. Make that a 20, a natural 20.
Sure.
Clutch.
Nero.
What are you going to make mine?
Nothing. I'm not gonna talk with yours. Yeah, I know it's already gonna be worse than mine. So
You can't guarantee that. You can.
I can
very well
guarantee
assume
that.
it, though.
I have probable cause to believe so.
Right.
As a wizard that is proficient in investigation, I believe I am the forthright expert on it.
As a warlock who not only does not have proficiency but also has a negative intelligence modifier, there is no way you could roll better than me.
You drive a strong point there, something I can barely just refute.
As a druid, did you guys know that there are a lot of pigeons here today? What's that about?
Oh crap!
Ding, 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 ding.
I love just that little extra care. Just the little druid, just like there's a lot of pigeons here. Yay!
What are they up to?
But did you?
No one
Okay.
knows.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, did you intend to send a number? Because he did not send a number. There's the number. Okay.
It's so hard to do this without full
You,
capabilities.
you want to know how I can flavor this potent bit? For some reason, Kit Kat saw as he woke up and he did his divination rituals a jar of jelly beans and a number written next to it with how many was in it. So he just kind of wrote that down.
You guess 297.4.
Someone snipped a jelly bean in half and ate it.
And they're like 0.4, and they open it up and they start pulling them all out. They see a half a jelly bean at the bottom. How did he know?
Question number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any tamper-proof method to avoid messing with the number of jelly beans in this jar?
Not really. No, you could probably, if you'd like to make a strength check, you could probably see if you could open the lid.
I was just thinking, I don't need to make a strength check. I could just take my weapon out and smash it. No, well, this jelly bean has not wronged me yet.
Yeah.
Hey.
Bant, did you want to take a guess?
Unless those jelly beans are actually pigeons, then no, I'm okay.
They could be. You never know.
Now, I am from all of this frivolous fair stuff by taking notes, working on my almanac.
Mm-hmm.
I have important things to do.
Yep, fair.
I have the best rolls. It's great.
With the small tug, you are able to pull the lid. You didn't have to whisper that, but
Oh, yeah.
Kit Kat slowly backs away just so he's not indicated in this.
Josh is going to eat a jelly bean. Put the lid back.
cherry flavor.
Pretty good.
A little old, a little stale.
Yeah.
But
Josh is going to dump a handful out and keep it with him and snack on it as we go, and then put the jelly bean jar back.
Yep.
So rude.
Yeah, you see a glare coming from the guy manning the goblin manning the tightrope.
So you're the one I should ask about this. What is the prize for guessing correctly on this?
What? I don't know. Depends how close you get. I mean, wouldn't you rather do the tightrope? It's only 5 silver.
I would like to know the prize.
Oh, well.
Of the tightrope? Well, the prize is...
Prize is your life. No, the prize for the jelly bean jar.
Oh, the jelly bean. Well, I'm not in charge of that, so you'll have to ask them. But
it appears that no one's in charge of it. It's very confusing. Someone could walk right up here and take all of this silver that's sitting in this jar.
Not that I would do that.
Not that you've already done that.
Well, I don't think you'll find any silver in that jar, but you could probably take some jelly beans.
I meant
I know of you taking jelly beans.
Where we put the silver in to pay for the... Anyways.
But yeah, hey, I mean, if you make it pass from one side to the other, you can win 5 gold here at this tightrope.
That
Please,
sounds.
someone go on the top. It's so lonely.
Kit Kat just slowly walks up. He takes a deep breath. I believe I can might be able to actually do this.
This ought to be good.
You see,
Kit
I would.
Kat,
Right, that's what I'm talking about. Silver up front, please.
I would maybe try this, but I don't have any coins smaller than a gold piece.
He's going
Oh,
to
don't worry, I have plenty of change for you.
Kit Kat's going to head over a gold and get the change back, and he's going to climb up the tightrope. And he's going to do a little spin, shimmy around, make sure he got his weight right, take off his hat, toss it down to Draj. Keep that safe for me for the moment.
Josh puts it on.
I love that mental image.
You all may remember that I have like 35,000 gold, but it's in druid money, so I don't know if they take that currency.
What is it, acorns or leaves?
Yeah, both.
Yeah.
So, different denominations.
As the hat is tossed to me and I catch it, I would like to slyly, if I may, maybe make a sleight of hand check, cast a spell on our wizard before he starts way across the tightrope.
Mm-hmm.
Should I do sleight of hand?
Yep.
19. I think that beats your passive. And I'll just whisper the spell to the GM.
It's going to be grease, isn't it?
I don't know, for whatever reason, I forgot that we were on the tightrope right now, and I was like, why would you grease the jelly beans?
It makes them tastier.
Gross! You could just hork down those babies.
Goes down real smooth.
Slide
now.
right down. Oh.
All right. So as you settle on one side, you hear the cheers of a couple passerbys that notice you making a go for the tightrope. The goblin attendant is cheering you on and counting his coin. You're able to place your foot squarely on the rope. And if I could, give me a roll.
Acrobatics.
A dexterity check, or
Just a raw dexterity
check.
roll.
Check.
Dex
Yeah.
check? Okay.
Dex check.
Like a... Okay, let me go down to the unskilled dex check. Make that a 16.
16. All right.
So that would be 18, actually.
Mm-hmm.
What have you done? What have you done, you unnecessarily fancy lizard?
That was my nickname in high school.
You're firmly able to get your foot squarely on the rope, and you start to make your way across. But as you get about your third step, the rope wobbles. Give me another dex check.
Okay. Ran out of potent, so this is just for all cat skill.
Meanwhile, Draj is very subtly casting Burning Smite on the hat.
18 again.
Okay. A grin appears on the goblin's face as
I realized that I was muted there. I wanted to cast Prestidigitation during this, but my range is only 10 feet, so I guess out of the corner of his eyes, he just sees this shower of minor explosions like fireworks going off.
Yay!
Thank you. I know I am fabulous, but you do not need to make it such a big deal.
Sorry. Yeah. The goblin gets a grin as a goblin plush, almost hitting you square in the head, but Make me another dex check. Check.
16.
Surprised by this flying goblin, almost lifelike in appearance, the rope
Can I-
slipped out of your foot.
Actually, could I instinctively cast shield? Just no.
No,
Wait, can I
not
even
not
cast
to
shield?
block it, but it wasn't hitting your AC.
I don't even have shield. That's sad. I need to get shield. And I fall.
You fall.
We
take-
fall. Wait. Yeah, don't
I
play
cast,
the game.
I cast Feather the Falling.
Yep,
Just-
yep. Yeah, you don't really take anything, but you're a little scuffed up, and it's like, ooh, tough luck. Should have seen that one coming. I'm sorry about the goblins. We have wings. Ha! What can you do?
Do I still have the plushie?
No. Wait. But you did such a good job. Here's 5 gold
Kit Kat's
for
gonna
your.
What?
Kit Kat's gonna take it. He's gonna smile. He's gonna be like, "Yay! See, everyone can win here. It just takes a bit of skill."
Would like
he
to
walks off.
insight this goblin.
Yep. Go ahead, roll it.
11.
He, along with every other goblin manned here at the festival, is
Full of shit.
Yeah, basically.
Yay.
Carney goblins. That's amazing.
Try again. Try to hit the jackpot. I know you can do it. Except you already won 5 gold to get out.
I'm quite happy with what I got here.
But the
spending money, food, and then Kit Kat's gonna walk off to Draj, take his hat, put it back on, and smile. Now, what has he done to my hat?
The jackpot was 5 gold, right? So
No. 5 gold was just the you did well enough, but step right up. You want to go to the taco challenge?
Kit Kat.
Nero
walks over.
is
It's
curious
Nero.
about this taco challenge.
You hungry? I'm quite hungry.
Always
Yeah,
hungry.
Be the last one of 5 contestants to eat all the food on their, or be the first one of 5 the last one standing.
Be the last one of 5 contestants.
I'm sorry. All my notes are scrapped. Be the last. Be the last contestant. Surviving
all of the tacos.
Surviving eating all the tacos we've generously provided for you at no extra charge.
All the tacos are poisoned except for one plate.
They increase in
Is this
spiciness
a,
as we go on.
Is this a eating challenge or a spice challenge or both?
It's a eating challenge, yeah.
All right.
As a halfling, I'm intrigued.
Anyone else want to come sit at the table for a meal?
I'll watch this time.
Josh will.
We have 2 stomachs like cattle.
Josh will approach behind Nero and Gilbert and just quietly say to them, "Something seems off about this. They just gave us money for participation, quite a bit more than what we paid in. I'm worried this is all a distraction."
So you'd better take a look around then, while we distract him.
Yeah, you do investigating, and I'm gonna get lunch.
That
Win-win.
is definitely something I'm very good at, yes. Josh will...
Take Pearl with you, she will help.
Okay. Josh will take Pearl and will...
Kit Kat's also going to hand Draj off his owl. If you need help, just Flick him away.
I am not the zookeeper.
I'm gonna give you 6 acorns and be like, you know what to do.
You know what to
flock
do.
of familiars.
This is
I'm gonna
supposed to
take
be a covert
17
mission.
slugs out of my pockets, hand them to you, and be like, if you need help,
9 ball bearings.
17 slugs.
Well, how about this? Duraj and I go off and investigate. We go find that the man with it that we're trying to find about the box, and you two enjoy yourselves.
Do you
Save a
also need
taco for me.
17 slugs?
Don't need slugs. No.
Because I gave Draj my first 17 slugs. I have a lot more. I have more pockets.
Well,
Don't worry, Gilbert. I will
slime
share.
Slime is better for scales, not too much for fur. So no, thank you.
Okay, and that if you don't want the slug, then I'll rummage around in my bag for some more stuff, taking out comically large numbers of small animals. How about a jar of spiders?
Those work very well with fur, yes.
How about a taxidermied weasel?
That one might be more acceptable.
Okay, here you go. He's on a stick. So you can wield him.
I'm just picturing that we go to a food vendor and we get like a corn dog, and then you're just eating the corn dog, and then you accidentally eat off the wrong stick.
And it's just like a
Accidentally.
It's really chunky.
And then he looks around and he sees finishing up prestidigitation.
All right. Josh will meander around as they do the taco challenge.
Sure.
Kit Kat's following him.
So Gilbert and Nero, after paying your 5 silver, you are shortly joined by 3 other contestants. A dwarven man with a full beard, an elf woman with a nice pink parasol.
I thought you were also going to say full beard. And then Wilford.
And then Wilfred, no. And then
with a beard.
Quite a young-looking halfling. All right.
I'm gonna stare the halfling in the eyes.
He's gonna cautiously wave back. He's rather young.
Can I tell what clan he is?
No. He's
God damn it.
has been dressed up for this fun occasion. He is rather young.
How big are his feet?
Have the size of yours.
Alright, he's a muddy foot then. I can beat him.
A plate full of crunchy tacos with steaming fresh meat filled or placed between onto each of your plates. On your mark, get set, eat. And all of a sudden, the other 3 start eating. As y'all take your first taco, can y'all give me a constitution check?
This is... I almost want to suggest doing like a medicine check to figure out what kind of meat this is.
You are free to do medicine or survival.
Oof.
Oh no.
Alright.
Not a good start.
We got the poisoned ones, buddy.
Oh.
Unfortunately, Nero, you bite your tongue as soon as you
Man, I hate that.
And it tastes an awful lot like the taco meat.
Oh no!
No.
With the steaming juices burning your freshly cut tongue, you get the sickling feeling as you are forced to excuse yourself from the table.
Nero swears a couple of times and lean in under his breath, and just down to you now, Gilbert. I will not be able to continue. Oh, son of a... He sneaks one more taco off his plate to nibble on while he's watching from the sidelines.
Mm-hmm. It's good. I mean, it was an unlucky start. The taco just mocks you for being the first one out, but it's still it's a bittersweet treat.
Let him
Taco
talk.
talk to him. It's just like, you suck. You're not the one making the tacos.
You're not living, Moss.
A few more tacos go down your gullet as you feel this rumble.
Oh no.
Give me another con check, Gilbert.
Come on, me. I'm not gonna let a muddy foot beat me. Hey!
Hell yeah.
Fuck you, muddy foot.
Uh,
I would like to use portent to change it to natural one. I'm kidding.
you hear more rumbling, stomach growling, but this isn't you this time. It's next to you. The elven woman and with her pink parasol, hands greasy with taco juices, just kind of looks down and excuses herself on the table. Her not sure what to do with her messy hands until she rushes over to somebody in the crowd who quickly gives her something to wipe off with. But you feel fine as you scarf down another 3 tacos.
Nom.
Give me another con check. Save. Check. Yep.
Alright. The muddy foot might beat me. I'm sorry, Mom.
Despite feeling near your limit, you are not the next one out. The
Hey.
dwarf nearly coughs up his pint of beer he had before this challenge. Before falling back in his chair. It's just you and the muddy foot.
What did I tell you? Dwarf couldn't hold his liquor. Womp womp.
Dwarf couldn't hold his liver taco.
Gross.
Yeah. What do you think?
Can I retroactively choose not to compete if they're made of liver?
Look, if this is all prime beef, this challenge alone would cost this town more than what these people make in a year. So, it's probably liver.
You start to reach the end of the provided tacos, as it's still just you and the other halfling, who has survived quite well despite being, a child.
They're the smallest ones.
They have the biggest stomachs.
Are they just
we have two, I already said we have 2 stomachs like a cow. Come on. In a moment, we're gonna hork up everything we've eaten so far and chew it again. Gross.
We've had one taco contest, yes. What about our second one?
Somewhere a man in green robes throws tacos at us.
All right.
Do I need one more?
Yep, just one more.
Will that be enough? I quickly down a Baja Blast.
You finish another taco as you reach for another one and lift it up to your face. This one has the smell undercooked meat. It just permeates through your body and makes you gag up the last of your bite. You look over, and the other halfling is still going strong. Seeing your hesitation, the goblin calls it there.
No.
You have been
Valiant
I can
eliminated.
never return to my hometown again.
You have shamed
Not after
yourself
that.
and your family.
I
Gilbert-
am no longer a Glen fellow.
Gilbert finally has a reason to continue with the party.
You lost the taco eating contest.
Yeah, if you want
Just
the
win
entire
back his
rest of
honor.
the campaign to be Gilbert sulking.
This is Gilbert's origin story, where he becomes a hero after this terrible failure with the taco
Hero,
contest.
absolutely not. This is my villain origin story. This is when my
I'm good
the
with
evil
that.
druid awakens within me.
That's good too. Yeah.
Here, it's okay. We'll find you a corner of a tavern floor to sit and brood in. I'll make it extra shadowy for you.
After announcing the hero Billy, who has won this taco eating contest, the goblin walks over to you and presents you with a goblin plush, 5 gold, and your choice of a small, medium, or large box.
Large box, so I can sit in it.
All right.
I thought you were gonna say a small, medium, or large taco.
All right.
Answer's still the same. Large taco.
So
I
you
can
can
sit
sit in
in
it.
All right. I'm curious whether Draj and Kit Kat have found anything.
Yes, that is a good option. That is a good question.
Yeah. So, where would y'all like to venture off to exactly?
Well, let's get Cat. It's just kind of blindly walking. He looks over to Duraj and points to the giant temple in the middle. Shouldn't we just go figure it out about the box, and then we can maybe ask around about the whole weirdness of the games? I mean, they really do look like they're operating at a loss compared to a...
That's what I'm saying. No carnival game operates at a loss. They're there to screw over their clients. If there's one thing I know, it's how to deceive people.
It might be...
I haven't been rich this whole time.
It might be a difference in culture. Maybe this is a way to give to the people in a more fun way than anything else.
It's possible.
Gross. All right, Gandhi. Give to the people.
You know, we could just ask around and figure it out. I'm going to head to the temple. If you are going to do something else, maybe do you wish to follow? I'm not in control of you. I don't have a leash around you.
And you never shall. But is there anything that catches my eye in the carnival that it's not carnivalian?
I mean, everything's pretty clean. It's definitely the same group of goblins that helped build the carnival. And they said they were paid by the city. But
I'd like to.
no one.
I'd like to go up to one of the just the townspeople that are attending it, not part of it.
Mhm.
And I'd like to strike up a conversation with them, and as part of this conversation, I'm expecting it might take about as long as the taco challenge takes. I just want to see how previous carnivals went, and if there's anything out of the ordinary, if the goblins are different than normal.
Yep.
So,
Oh, it's you again.
Hi, Mickey. So yeah, just gonna do a persuasion check against their insight.
Sure. You 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 seem to have gotten the local pretty. I mean, it's a joyous occasion. They're not expecting anything. They're here to have fun. But you get the lowdown that this is pretty normal for this town. They don't have the wonderful slide that they had last year, but it's better than 2 years past the uh, when the hay bale got caught on fire by accident.
Quotations marked by accident. Well,
Are the
Daraj-
goblins a recurring theme, or are they new for this year?
Oh, they're same race. Uh, they can't the townsfolk that you talk to can't really tell you if they're actually the same. It's always been goblins, but who knows if it was the same goblins or different ones or.
And they always have the same carnival event, or is it?
Yeah,
something
no,
new?
it's the Festival of Life. Here to celebrate the victories of ages past. Uh,
Well, Kit, for now it seems that everything is in order. Perhaps we should partake of the scavenger hunt so we can see more of this city. Yes.
Well, I'm going to try to find Withers. Apparently, you all know him, and I'm going to figure out the mystery of this box because I'm going to be completely honestly frank. Puzzles like this and little mysteries are what I enjoy most in life, and while these little challenges are quite fun, they are mere distractions. While this could be something greater. So, Kit Kat turns around and he walks off to the giant temple.
mm-hmm.
Off on a scavenger hunt for what is it? Not a halfling,
No,
a gnome.
I will take Pearl with me to the scavenger hunt.
you take Pearl with you to the scavenger hunt. Oh, step right up. Would you like to participate?
Yes, what is this thing? Is it a jackalope? My jackalope and I would like to participate in your scavenger hunt.
Oh, of course. Always to help you. Are you from around here or are you new?
I am not from around here. I'm from the south.
Oh, the South, a lovely place. Haven't been there myself. Don't quote me.
I did not intend to. Anyways, what should I find in this scavenger hunt?
Ah, yes, the prize of your bounty. Well, your object of your desire or something. I don't know. This is my first year here, to be honest.
It's my
but,
first year as well. I'm not judging. Don't worry.
Oh, good. In that case, if you could do my chores, I mean, find the here on this pamphlet. I'll be glad to compensate you handsomely for it. But first, I might require, some sort of equal trade, as it were, for the time being, like 5 silver.
Draj flips him a gold coin, as I do not have silver. I do not carry lowly peons' money on me.
Oh, I see. Well, here you go. And he's going to hand you 5 silver back. Now, the best place to start is over here in the religious sect, but if you walk, you'll find these items listed all over the town, except for the noble sect. I don't blame you if you want to go look there. It's free to do so, but those upper stiffy folks like to keep to themselves. It's
I
it's a
figured
thing.
they probably didn't want to encourage people to traipse around their area.
Yeah, you know how those nobles are.
Yes,
Anyways,
those nobles, such terrible people.
I'm well. I'm not here to be political. Off you go. If you find those things back in within let's say an hour, I'll come back in an hour and we'll see how good you do.
What is on this list?
So you see a lot of random things, but oddly specific.
A claw hammer. 13
You see
nails.
So the first item on your list is a excuse me. A statue of the bow of Nylea.
Statue of Nylea's what?
Bow of Nylea. It's
Like a figurine.
yeah, figurine. Yeah, not like a statue like the monument, but figurine.
Are you saying bow as in a hunting bow, or
Yes,
Okay.
hunting bow. Sorry.
Nylea's bow?
Not the entire thing. We do not want to rob that one thing in front of the statue, in front of that one place where it actually rests, unless you want to change this into a criminal campaign.
The other things on there that you'll see is a red striped, blue spotted blacksmith hammer, a voucher ticket from 1995, QB, a limited edition Velkin platinum piece, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and the other one was a badge of the Divi Eterna Guard.
Okay. Divi Eterna?
Of the city, sorry.
Okay. Voucher ticket from 95. What was the other part of that?
QB.
QB?
Like-
What's a QB?
It just says QB.
Quarterback.
So is that correct-ish?
Yes.
Okay. This should be easy for one with skills such as mine.
Mm-hmm. You have a sneaking suspicion that the figure is the item in question that the goblin suggested would be in the religious sect. If you want to give me a perception check to go look for it, or
I would actually prefer to talk to people to see if they could guide me in the right way. Is that possible? Use persuasion to get information?
sure.
Okay. I will head towards the religious area and try to persuade people to give me instructions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You see a couple of people also with pamphlets in their hands. You're probably not. You probably don't suspect that they will be too helpful in this front if everyone was given the same list to scavenge from.
I could always charm them and steal their stuff.
But you see a couple laying by the by one of the walls, just chilling out, watching folks who you're able to talk up a conversation with, who point you to the southern side, or I'm sorry, the eastern side, near the Elven residential. There's a shack there that deals with Nylea stuff.
All right, I would like to go over there and take a look around.
Mm-hmm. As you're searching for the piece on the Nylea's bow, can you give me a perception with advantage?
All right.
Or investigation or something if you want.
I think
Something.
I'll go with perception.
Perception. 17. You see a small rundown shack next to a small. So there's a small shrine altar for the gods, where you see one is specifically dedicated to Nylea. But just beyond that, you see a small rundown shack. But inside the shack, something catches your eye. A small bow hidden in the darkness of the doorframe. You can assume that bow is the one on the list.
I shall take it.
Yep.
And then I shall try to meet up with Kit.
Sure.
So I think by this point it's probably at like the steps of the temple.
Yeah. So it's a fairly it's less crowded at the temple. Everyone's all
On the streets mostly.
on the streets, enjoying the festival, eating their food, laughing and watching other contestants.
Kit Kat has a notebook out, just is doing like small little notes of the religions that he finds, little things to maybe help him recall interesting little things that look like they would be parts of puzzles and other stuff of tombs and such. And once he finds a priest, he just smiles at them. Do you happen to know where a Withers is? I need his help or something.
Oh, a Withers. Well, the person you find is a oldish gnome, who was you find loitering around the temple.
He nods. He should be a gnomish figure, older. I didn't get too much of a description from my friends, but he did meet with some of my traveling companions, and I have an object that might be of interest to him because we can't figure out our heads or tails or the end of it.
I'm expecting Kit is perfectly describing the man he's talking to without realizing it.
Yes, that's exactly what's in my head.
I see. Well, now, I feel like I do actually see these friends of yours who aren't with you now. They wouldn't happen to be like a dwarf without a beard, overgrown kobold, and another like you, would they?
That describes them very well. The overgrown lizard, the other cat, and the very, very small folk.
Yes, I don't.
That's me.
You are very lucky that Josh is not here to hear you insult him so terribly as to call him a dwarf without a beard. I cannot believe it.
Well, I'm afraid I don't know who this Withers person are, or who your group of friends. Never seen anybody a day in my life. However, I am Mr. Withers, and...
Oh, perfect! For the person I needed, that was surprising. Anyways, Kit Kat takes out the box. He sets it maybe like on a table that he with Withers is standing in front of, or something along the lines. Well, we found this in the well, they found this in the mansion full of zombies up in the Noble District. We seem to find mansions and zombies go very, very well together in this land. Is that some type of cultural norm or something?
Withers pauses, and clears his throat as he looks up past you. Ah, Draj, is it? Welcome back, friend. I hear you've had quite a tale.
Hello, Withers. I see you've met my companion. Apparently, he has a box.
I have a box. I wish to be in it. I wish to, if it fits, I will sit.
You also have a box? What the fuck? Now I don't want my box.
He tells me that you went to the Joneses' place. Is that right?
Well, we just had to keep up with the Joneses, that's all.
I see. And you found this box here, and zombies?
There were several unpleasant creations in there, and my concern is that they may have been constantly being created there when people go and investigate the place. It's very concerning to me.
Yes, I do imagine it would be. I can't say I know what all goes on there while I'm here at the temple, but I suppose well, we have this festival going on today, but I should get send some folks over there to, check in on everything, make sure it's all okay.
There was at least one creature that we did not take care of, so I suggest exercising caution if you do peruse the place.
Oh, well, I may not be a fighter, but I am still the great Aeon, great son of this, our Lord's, Heliod. I will be able to take care of myself just fine, but I will see to it. Yes, this is grave news. Now about the
Yes, because they
box.
belong in the grave.
About that box. Do you have any idea what this is?
Well, from what I can figure out, it is an enchantment with shielding, and it seems like if we go past a certain limit of force, or maybe we'll do some type of evocation spell. It's really the limits that we figured out today.
Withers nods. I see, but any idea what it actually does? Is not just the properties of it.
Our
Or what it may be used for.
Our friend Nero said that it was a very capable paperweight.
Oh, curious indeed. Well, I'm afraid I don't have any answers. Though I suppose if you wanted, I could look into the books here. We keep most books out of the public for, to keep it all together intact and for the safety of its contents. But
do you have anyone who has access to a spell that could forcibly open something like this?
The spell knock would not work on an object like this, simply because it is magically shielded and such, kept locked by magic. If it was just a regular box with a very intricate lock, we could have done that, but no, sadly. And speaking of books, is there any way I can maybe pursue? I love reading. I'm a wizard. I like books.
I understand the feeling. I too can get lost in the tales of old, but afraid only members of this temple with certain superiority can be allowed back to where they reside.
Could you go and bring a book to us?
I'm afraid they are in such terrible condition that even that is not possible in this day and age.
As a member of the nobility, would I be potentially trusted enough to peruse your books without destroying them?
As nobility, I'd be honored to help you with in any way I can. However, alas, that is not one of the things here that will be open.
You did an excellent job choosing your words there, sir.
Yes. Are you even so? Back to this box. Sorry for my persistence. Are you even sure it opens?
No,
Well, it's a box.
it could be a cube.
I guess Kit Kat knocks on it. Does it sound kind of hollow?
It sounds kind of hollow. Yeah,
It
but
sounds hollow. There's something inside.
You hear, "Hello, it's me."
Boo.
well, I will be
Hold on.
honored to peruse it through the books on your behalf. However,
When is a good time we can come back to see what you have figured out?
oh, it depends. There's many books in our great library, but I'll make sure word gets to you one way or another.
And please don't rush on our behalf. We would very much like for you to enjoy this festival. It appears they're giving out free money in the carnival area.
Oh, yes. It's a little left over from our tax fund for keeping the city running. We out to help people along, at the start of every year. It's part of the Festivals for Life Day.
It also appeared that they had a jar of jelly beans out there fresh for anyone to take.
I don't
Well,
They're very delicious.
Gosh.
Withers is going to look at you kind of
He says,
oddly.
shoving handfuls of jelly beans in.
He pulls one out. Would you like one?
No.
Behind him, you can see me very slowly shoving the jar of jelly beans along the ground towards him.
I considered just taking the jar. Very strongly considered it. I almost did it.
I wasted my natural 20 on that.
But did you waste it? Did you really?
It's a waste if you guys stop eating it all. Maybe Kit Kat did some beyond imagination calculations with the natural 20. It's like, okay, this is how many of these dumbasses are going to eat, and this is how many in at the current moment. So at the end of the day, there should be about this many. Yes, there we go.
Well, I'm sure you could see how many Josh took and pocketed.
Of course.
Of course you could see it. The jar's right in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
And Draj wasn't being exactly stealthy about it.
So who hired these goblins anyways? Is this the temple's
Oh,
work?
yes, the temples. The city runs this festival every year as a tribute to the old legends or the old gods.
It seems uncommon to me that you would just be handing money away so freely. You pay in 5 silver and you get out 5 gold. That's a lot of money to a lot of people.
Yes, it is quite indeed. I understand how travelers from far-off lands such as yourselves might find it strange, but we here on the island have come to get along with one another, and this is our city's way of making sure everybody progresses and keeps safe in these times.
I do have a question though. Why are the goblins not allowed to stay in the city?
Because they don't choose to. I assure you, they're perfectly allowed to stay at one of our fabulous inns or even acquire property for themselves, but no, they prefer it outside the walls.
Do they have like a goblin city or something else? Or are they more tribal? What is going on? I'm curious. As you can see, Kit Kat holds up a notebook. I'm making many notes. I like to make notes of places that I've been, and it helps me recall it.
I keep it all trapped away in this mind of mine. It's like a steel trap. Nothing gets in, nothing gets out.
All I can imagine is it's just like pouring water into a cage with bars, so it just flows out.
Withers takes a moment to pull out a map. Well, see, there's no recorded city here on this island of any goblin descent, but people here around this sunken city over on the east coast, that's where most people find goblins these days. That and south of here, between before you get to Hudson's Dock.
Well, interesting places to look later on, and we can probably find more goblin friends who are wait to us. As it has been stated, I'm glad that we have someone very competent on looking on this box, and I will try to figure out more on my end. But I am going to go group back up with my friends to make sure that they are, well, not in need of wizarding services to not die.
Speaking
Before,
I just had a quick question. Speaking of wizarding services and not dying, would you suggest we not smack this box with a sword?
yes. Until we find out what it is, I would probably think it would be best to keep it in one tact. However, about that box, would you mind if I took it under my own possession for closer study? It might help me, with it in front of me, it might help me figure out what this actually is.
Insight.
Also,
Bad. Kit Kat's gonna look over to Jiraj. Well, what do you think? It is technically more of the party than compared to just mine, but that is a very good reason to have it on hand for them to study, and I believe I've kind of expended what I can do at the moment without dedicated resources like a wizarding tablet.
what do I get with my insight check?
He is very interested in this box. Perhaps a bit more than somebody who's just found it one day, or who has no idea. Perhaps he has read something in those books of his, or perhaps he has some knowledge about it prior.
Unfortunately, as my companion alluded to, this box is not ours to simply give away. But perhaps at a later date we could come back and we could investigate it together after you spend some time studying.
Of course. I'll let you know if I find any books on the matter, and I'll see if I can copy them down or something for you upon your return.
That would be fantastic. I would thank you so much. And here,
Yeah.
he's going to drop the filthy 5 silver that he got from the goblins. Because 5 silver? Who carries silver? And he's going to hand it to Withers to help pay for your time in investigating this. I know that you don't require it, but just consider it as part of my personal gratefulness for you doing this favor.
Withers starts to object, but accepts it and nods as he puts the 5 silver in a small donation box behind him.
I'll just let you know, I didn't even put that 5 silver into my inventory because I was going to get rid of it at my first convenience.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Yeah. As soon as we're outside and out of earshot, Josh would lean over to Kit and say, "There's something about the way he looked at that box. I do not trust that he has our best interests in mind."
Of course, he doesn't have our best interest in mind. He's a leader in a very, very big ass temple. Usually, those two don't mix well. I just went on him to due to you two's to the party's recommendation, but it is quite curious because what did Nero call this Pandora's box?
That was me as a joke. I don't know if that was
Oh.
actually part of what it was called.
I mean, if it was. Now, this box, it is part of a conspiracy. That is very much assured. But is it really our place as more guests in their realm to fuckle around with it all? It does seem on the outside to be a very successful and resourceful and caring and giving society.
Yes, it seems maybe a bit more resourceful than I would expect.
It's quite curious on where they got all of that money from. Is it from taxes on trade? I haven't seen too many ships, local or exotic goods here to be.
While you're on
shipped
this
off.
train of thought, I do have a list of items that might serve as clues if we can procure them. And Draj is going to hand him the list of things that that we were supposed to look for.
Noble delegate.
Oh, come on.
Cat takes a look at it. He looks up to Draj. He looks back to the list. He looks over to where the fairgrounds is, and he stares Draj dead in the eyes. This is the list of the scavenger hunt, isn't it?
Perhaps, but the more that we find from this, the more we may be able to fund our endeavors, and in addition, the more people we can talk to with very good information. Now, where is that freaking hammer? I've been looking for it the entire way here.
We should probably go to the industrial district for the hammer. You know, what is the hammer in particular? Just like a claw hammer?
We're going to spend the rest of the time looking for it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You know, Kit Kat never said he would not help.
So yeah, I'm gonna continue to do persuasion and stuff, and I assume Kit might want
Kit
to.
Kat's gonna do investigation
Yeah,
along with.
So could I do persuasion to get information and then give advantage on investigation for assistance?
Sure.
So
I think how I'd be doing is I would be supporting him for the persuasion, and I would be getting help from him, pseudo, but with the investigation. I'm also going to send my cat owl up into the sky to look around for the things on the list, just to keep an eye out in case.
Would that be a cowl?
I was gonna say that.
or it could be a cow, cool, or it could be just an
Oat.
Oot.
Oat. It's a cowl oat.
Oot. I like that word. Oot, oot, oot.
Meow.
Meowl. Yes. I approve. Meowl.
I did it, guys. I win.
In short, you're able to. I'll just speed this up a little bit. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
You're able to get a lowdown on a good place to where these locations might be for this list. Looking at a map and talking to locals and even spying on other
contestants.
Contestants' lists.
I feel like we've just got a montage of a whole bunch of scenes of us sneaking around, asking people, and one of them is we see that somebody's already found the hammer, and we just sneak it away from them.
There's like
They don't find his body until tomorrow.
Cat delights them with like a small performance by pulling the cowl out of his hat and then letting them pet it. And while Draj sneaks up behind and just sleight of hands it off.
I can also charm them into giving it to me, so there's that.
Yeah. So you're able to, or sorry, give me 4 more, or give me 4 d20 rolls.
4 d20s.
Yep.
Did you need our investigation as well?
I added that for finding the locations and stuff. Like,
Okay.
So.
That'll work.
20.
As I'm thinking it will. Nope, it will not.
1, 1, 3, and 5. Gotcha.
Yeah, if you hover over it, you can see the individual rolls.
Yeah, I don't know how you split it up.
I pasted it 4 times.
All right, but it's fine. So as you're traveling through the city, y'all notice anything strange other than the goblins have seemingly asked you to ask everybody who you've talked to find these items, and you, in even some cases, you found that there's multiple of the same items in the same locations, but you're able to pick one up and from places and gather the full list and make your way back to the goblin holding the scavenger hunt. Oh, back again, are you?
Your scavenger list wasn't too difficult. We even had time to take a sidebar in the religious temples. It was a very interesting conversation we had.
I thought I gave you that list yesterday or something. Oh well. Silly on me, though. I don't have any time. Doesn't seem like I wrote down your time on this list.
You said we had an hour.
Yeah, an hour from yesterday is still yesterday. No. But, you've done it. Congratulations. You found everything on the list. You have won the jackbox. Jackpot.
And what might be
The
this?
Jackbox.
Jack in the Box? Is it a delicious meal of some sort?
Some Jack in the Box talks sound good right now.
You won the Jackbox Party Pack 7.
Behind me, I
$5.99.
have a small box, a medium box, and a large box. Which one of these would take your fancy?
I would like to insight check his question.
Kit Kat immediately points to the big box.
No.
Kit Kat, I wish to sleep in the big box.
Hold on. The big box may be a trick. So
I just want the box.
I would like to insight him to see if he had any sort of special inflection on any of them that might hint that it's better than the rest. 12.
He seems pretty much free to give out one over the other without any sway and preference. Although he did smile when he said medium.
You see, my thought, Kit, is that any intelligent person would immediately say, I want the big box, because the big box has the greatest potential to have the most items in it. However, they know this, and only a fool would pick the largest box. So, we can also rule out the small box, because any intelligent person would deduct the same thing I did and say that if the large box is the best, then obviously they would go with the smallest box. So I believe we must choose the medium-sized box.
Quick question. would
Mhm.
Kit Kat fit inside medium-sized box?
You probably squeeze yourself into it, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Would I fit inside the smallest box
If you wanted to.
Technically, you are
as a
challenged,
smaller?
It is technically your challenge, Raj, so you can pick whatever box you want. I just want the actual box to sleep in. I'm going to gather all of the covers in my room at the end, shove it in there, and then curl up in a ball.
As soon as you open the box disintegrates into.
I will
Kit Kat
choose.
slow burns to the goblin.
I will choose the medium-sized box.
Right, you are, sir. Here you go, and please come back again next year, and see what fine festivities we have planned.
And I would like to open the box immediately.
Open box. All right.
It explodes. We all die.
Roll me 2d100.
2d100 stones are in the box. 123. Or 59 and 64.
Found 123 jelly beans in the box.
59 and 64.
Can I change it to 69 and 54? Just for the nice meme? Never mind. We're good with what we have.
Alright. You find in the box a small goblin plush.
Mm-hmm.
70 gold.
Nice, nice.
And a scroll.
Ooh. I'm going to hand half of the gold to Kit for helping.
Ooh, how much is that?
35.
And what is it? And what spell scroll is that?
What is on the scroll?
It is marked. If I can find my notes.
Hi, Mark.
No, I don't want. That's not what I want either. Because I'm in the wrong. Oh, that's what happened. I typed a word in the search bar and deleted the page.
Fun.
Mm-hmm. It is a scroll of acid arrow.
Oh, also.
Kit Kat's going to.
I will offer this to you. You can either have the scroll or the 35
He immediately
gold.
takes the scroll.
I'll take the other gold then.
Okay.
And Kit Kat is going to run off to get the necessary ingredient, the necessary component items to basically translate this into his spell book.
All right. So I'll
And
keep the 70 gold, and you can have the scroll. And I also keep the plushie.
Acid arrow?
Or name brand acid arrow.
It's acid arrow by copyright infringement.
It's great value acid arrow.
Hannaford brand.
Or sorry, I guess it would be like great value corrosive dart or something.
Corrosive dart.
But I just want to make sure I got the right spell. Melts acid arrow bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, Draj will have the plush and the money. You can have the scroll in the box.
As you reach down to grab the plush, it doesn't feel like a plush. In fact, the eyes kind of look up at you and blink a couple times.
We have a goblin!
Is this one's name Anna?
It looks to you curiously, but kind of jumps up and down.
What is your name, small friend?
It seems unable to speak, although it tries to at first. It tries to find some way to answer you, but comes up with nothing.
Through a series of asking letters and places and getting a yes or a no that would take a long time to play out, I would like to try to identify its name through nods and shakes of head.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Like, is the first letter A, is the first letter B, etc.
5 days later.
5.
Yeah. 5 days later,
We're
you come up
walking
with
during
something
this.
like this.
Dinophodes. I assume this guy does not know how to spell. I'm gonna call him Dino. And I'm gonna put Dino on my shoulder as we walk around.
Okay. You are now the proud owner of Dino.
Excellent. Excellent.
Nero and Gilbert.
Hello.
You had just finished a most pleasant box or plate of tacos for the both of you.
Was it that pleasant?
If you ask Billy, the guy who beat you, then yes.
Hmm.
But fuck
Fucking
Billy, right?
Billy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I hear
that
he has problematic things on his computer.
I was gonna go check out this stage show, whatever it is.
Yeah. There's so the you walk up to the goblin running it. Oh, welcome, friend. You here to perform or just watch?
It depends. What is the enterprise here?
Oh, it's just a talent show of sorts. If you feel like you have something you want, you can pay me 5 silver and try to earn the audience's favor. If they like you, you can win big prizes or just have a good time overall.
I've never been much of a performer myself. I think I'll leave this to my other friends.
Ah, I see. Well, it's a fun experience anyway, and not everyone or no one leaves empty-handed.
No one leaves. Handed
All
or
right,
not.
you know what? You know what? I will give it a shot. Why not?
Ah, that's the spirit. Well, it seems like we actually have a couple of shows about to start. Would you be interested in competing for the audience favor, or would you like to take on a certain challenge against somebody, another participant?
What would the challenge be?
Well, it'd be who can uh just it's a challenge to keep the audience entertained of sorts. If you're good with music, for example, you might try to outplay the. It really depends on what your talent is that you would like to perform.
Okay. I'll give it a shot.
Great. And so, what can I mark you down as? Are you a singer, a dancer, a harpoonist?
I vote harpoonist.
I also vote harpoonist.
Harpoonist. It sounds like great fun, but no, he's gonna say interpretive dance with a visual magical component.
Oh, lovely.
Hey, Mutton, can you get Gene to draw this later?
Possibly. Depends how this plays out.
The worse, the better.
Mhm.
Uh, all right. So he's gonna motion you backstage, before walking on himself. And did you want to face somebody, or did you want to try to win the
Just
audience?
try to win the audience.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, all right. It's been a long day, folks, and don't forget that coming up here shortly, we have the a word from our priest, head priestess, and
sponsor?
I thought the exact same thing. I watched too many YouTube videos.
it's always been a great year here on the island, and frankly, it's good to be neighbors with you all. But as one of our last shows of the day, please welcome this thrilling musical accompaniment, interpretive dance.
Forgive the thing real quick. I'm just making sure this is working right. 2020.
Are we sponsored by NordVPN?
Do you want to keep your internet 33 secure?
Let's see attack bonus.
All right. So you have just been invited onto stage.
Okay, so Nero has he's taken off his jacket and his vest and cravat, and it's a bow tie really in his description. So he's just got his shirt and his trousers on, and he's going to
You hear a wolf whistle in
walk
the
onto
back.
stage,
It's for me.
just deadpan looking at the audience like Napoleon Dynamite. And then what he's going to do is going to cast Mirror Image. And
Oh no, it's a line dance.
then he is going to use his mirror image doubles as a kind of dance crew. And then see if he can't just let his quiet emotions express themselves through dance. Maybe there's some pain and there's some isolation in there that is trying to get out, but he's doing his best, whatever it is. What kind of skill check do you reckon that would be?
He thinks more about Draj and there's more pain.
You think about Kit Kat and you just kind of grimace. It's like, oh, I can't believe my race is related to that thing.
You then think about tacos and you almost throw up.
Give me a Arcana followed by a performance.
Ready.
Ooh.
Nice.
Not bad.
People are a little curious at first. One, they've never seen one such as yourself up on stage. It's always to see new faces here. As the audience is mostly locals who've come to enjoy the show. As you get going, you get a few cheers and a few hoops and hollers as you seem to ignite something within the crowd.
Hell yeah.
Even some tears as they part of them start to feel your pain in some way.
Would we be back in time to catch the tail end of this?
Yeah.
Of the tears, I hope so.
Would you like to finish your routine in some way, or?
Yeah, sure. So he's like bouncing off different gestures with his mirror images, and eventually, sort of one by one, they sort of fade back into a sandy mist that just evaporates, and one by one, he's finding himself alone on stage, like dropping down dramatically to one knee while like holding his hand over his bowed head, and then like the music fades and the lights dim. He stands up, looks around, just kind of a bit unknowing at just how he managed to do that, and just runs off stage.
Before you leave, you see Draj cheering with the rest of them, tears just streaming down his face, calling out, "Bravo, bravo!"
Kit Kat's giving off polite cat
He's
claps. Just
bawling.
To follow your act is you're wholeheartedly cheered as you rush off stage. You may not have got a good look at some of the people in the crowd, but they were falling for you. However, to follow your act was a comedy routine that just got the crowd busting with laughter.
Hold on. I saw his routine. I want him to win. So partway through this comedy act, I'm gonna try to identify the person who's giving all the punchlines. I'm gonna hex them with a disadvantage on charisma.
Mm-hmm. Halfway through their routine,
what I'm also going to do is I'm going to every now and then I'm going to get close enough to the stage so I can cast mold earth in a very minor way, just like to raise the dirt like a little pebble up, just a few things, so they're always tripping and stumbling and they look quite goofy.
That would help them. It's comedy.
Man, I want to see them suffer.
Would you like to roll stealth and sleight of hand?
Do I get to choose either or? Because I could, because stealth is a lot better option for me.
I mean, you're in front of a crowd.
Yeah. I mean, sleight of hand is what I'm really after. But
okay.
Do I need to sleight of hand from being in the middle of the audience?
I had to be like 30 feet. That's the range of mold earth. So it's like I'm assuming like maybe in the front middle. So I'm not like completely. And they're like, trip.
I have to be within 90 feet, so I can be like anywhere.
Yeah, you're pretty fine. Although, Cat, you're caught as you.
I scamper.
Yeah, a goblin usher kind of stops you mid cast.
I scamper off. It full on feline agility. I scamper. It's just like a straight line to a building. I go up the side of it, and then I just disappear.
You see a cartoon cloud behind where he was.
Goblin just shakes his head and goes back to his job. But the second part of the second half of the comedy routine kind of falls eerily flat. As the timing and the jokes just kind of shift off.
I don't know why they chose to do an anti-goblin joke in the middle of that. It just seems really insensitive. Terrible.
The crowd can kind of see that they're starting to get a little nervous with their failure as they start to fumble through the rest of their routine, which in itself kind of causes the audience to chuckle with them. Then they smile, they wave, they bow, and they take their leave. All right, give it up for our contestants, ladies and gentlemen. We have one last performance for you all. Well, it says here a show. We'll see how well that goes on. We hope nobody loses their pet rabbits and all this.
What
But-
show was that? It cut out for me.
Magic show.
Oh, magic show. Okay. I am holding on to Pearl very closely.
But just another friendly reminder, the announcement from the head priestess starts after this, and after that we'll have but a couple more performances to hold for you all before we close down for the day. So please welcome Gregory and Schmidt. It's a pretty bland routine after all. Overall, they fumble onto stage. They show up an empty hat, place it on their head, but as soon as they do, thousands upon thousands of nat ones roll out onto the stage.
Yay!
Oh my goodness.
That actually would be pretty interesting to see that many natural ones.
Yeah. Shocked at their complete failure, they freeze and stutter, and after a moment of being a statue, rush off, only to trip on a couple of dice, and a few members and the goblins, especially hidden throughout the crowd, start clapping and cheering and giving words of encouragement to the poor fellow who just failed the routine.
Nero will clap. He's going to give like an Orson Welles clap, just like overwhelming everyone, making sure that they're appreciated.
Yeah.
Even though they're bland.
All right. Well, I assure you that he may not have appeared in the best of manner, but he disappeared a winner, as are we all. But there can only be one who has gotten your favor. So if you would all write down your winning performance, and
Kit Kat shows up just in time. He's like, he circled around the building, make sure he lost interest to whoever it was, and put on like a full on like glasses and a fake nose and a mustache.
Turns his hat around.
Yes,
backwards.
yes. Yeah, no, it turns it like inside out, and so it's like somehow he bounced the tip on the top of his head to make it even more outstandish. And he's gonna put a thing in for Nero.
Yep. Please find any of our goblin ushers to send your votes off to, and we'll get you the results after we counted them after the festival's announcements.
Draj is going to write down a vote for Nero, and then he's going to hand Pearl a vote for Nero, and both of them are going to hand in their votes to the usher.
Sure. Oh my goodness. That said, as the stage closes out their routine, or the talent show, the temple kind of lights up as everyone is quickly ushered to gather around to the front. Which is just set up just on the other side of the festival, just on the other side of the strongman competition. Sorry, I'm struggling here with my keyboard.
Aren't we all?
Need some new peripherals, my dude.
Oh, 1R00 is 1. Just so you know, in case you're wondering.
Okay. I don't know how you can roll a 1 on a
D00.
D00, but what do I know?
Right. Oh. Oh my goodness. I'll do that later. I will move everybody up towards. So as you look behind the strong man, you can see that Withers has taken stage on top of the steps. Along with him was someone twice his height, a human woman who seems to be in high standing. Am I not on mouse mode? Alright. Alright. Oh, I was working a second ago. Sorry, one sec. Well, did you want to stop? Jeeves, did you want to say you wanted to stop an hour and a half or so?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe, because we had an early break, it would be nice to have one halfway through for people who need a break.
Right. So if y'all want to break, oh, wait, yeah, it's 2:00. Yeah, if y'all want to break now, we can finish up on after.
Sounds good to me. I could do with a buy break.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm fine with that.
See you guys in 10.
Yep. Somehow my mouse has changed from to the left hand.
That is glorious.
Oh, that's what I did.
Hmm. What?
No, I don't know. Somehow I've lost my ability. So what I because my only have one clicker on my mouse, I mapped one button on my keyboard to replace it. Well, somehow in the middle of a session, it swapped over from being the other button to being the same button.
Huh.
And then somehow again it and so when I try to switch it, it's like, all right, maybe I just use the keyboard for left click and revert that to right click. Well, when I switch that around, the keyboard would click. It was tied to the same button, the working button on the mouse, when it should be the different button on the mouse.
Ah, okay.
But somehow by pressing the delete key, I've switched it back. So I guess I'm all good now again.
Do you have a middle click on your mouse?
I have the scrolly wheel. I mean, I can click that, but I use the scrolly wheel click a lot to pan. So I just know that I would click it by accident trying to right click. I could swap it, but just to try it. I mean, this is the first day I've had the right click on my keyboard, so.
I recently got a mouse with a couple of side buttons, and it's pretty useful for gaming, but I'm not sure
Yeah.
what use you would have for it otherwise.
Yeah, I had a mouse like that, although it broke, so unfortunately, all my mice are breaking. They've gotten old and I've gotten fat. And by me being fat, I mean being clumsy and tripping over myself. Falling.
I was gonna say, lean a little less on that mouse, maybe.
And as we all know, it's standing on our mouse and shifting around to click on things.
Hey, when they said left click and I have coffee or hot chocolate in one hand and pizza in the other, sometimes you have to get creative on what you use to.
Look, if I want to play Dance Dance Revolution on my mouse, you don't pay my sub.
Yeah, exactly.
Oof.
I'm still very suspicious of this town. It just so happens to annually give out lots of gold to its citizens. We have what, one, two, we have 6 things? That's like a month's worth of pay. That's like giving out $5,000 or something.
It is quite suspicious, but we don't know exactly their import rates and what they actually provide along with the other cities and how much they're interconnected. So it might be
Yeah, but
possible,
add
especially
in
since it's going-
add in how they're saying that this is such a great and welcoming place where they want to give back to their citizens and all that, with the fact that we just had a zombie house. And something
True.
doesn't line up.
It's like a monster house. It's like a monster house in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
As a communist halfling, I, for one, think
Who's a communist?
Yes.
Gilbert.
Thought he was a druid.
Yes.
To study in nature, he must believe in hierarchy. Are we all back, or are we waiting on someone?
I think we're all here. I feel like Druidism would lean more towards anarchy than communism.
Yeah, I'm an anarchist communist.
That makes sense.
Down with the establishment, but give everything to everyone.
My politics could be summed up by the band Animals as Leaders.
Tear down the government and redistribute it to the people.
Lion should be king of all jungles, including the concrete ones.
Some animals are more equal than others.
That's right.
Do you need more time, Bet?
No, I'm good.
Alright, I think we're all here.
All right. So it's a pretty large crowd that gathers before Withers and High Priestess Zira, who looks absolutely stunning in her priestess crown and staff, and she got her hair did.
Can I flirt with her?
Unfortunately, she's too out of your league in more ways than one.
That has never once stopped me before. Every woman is too out of my league.
If you would like to shout out from the crowd, feel free.
Kit Kat's going to make sure he's standing a little bit away from the halfling.
Hey, priestess! Not everything's smaller than a human.
Kit Kat looks to the group. Are we about to lose like?
The priestess hides a small smile.
Oh
no! Before giving the town enough time to gather. Well, welcome everybody for to another year of festivities. I am the High Priestess Zira. I have overseen these lands for years, decades since my mother passed. But I am glad that this year has sought no more troubles than the years prior. She starts going on about how these cities on this island have stood united, and how we've always helped a fellow neighbor, and how the crime rate has been low because everyone's so wonderful and caring. Although there seems to be a small disturbance behind her as she continues to drone on.
Yeah, it's me.
Her practice speech doesn't go over so well as gas form after a ominous black gate opens behind her. You hear a sudden boom as a redhead steps out, dagger in hand.
A familiar redhead?
A familiar redhead steps out.
I summon my sword.
I am no longer interested in the priestess.
I am more interested in the priestess.
And
Kit Kat looks at everyone else. Shit, we don't have our goblin friends. Kill it quickly!
I have my goblin friend. What are you talking about?
Dagger straight into the side of High Priestess' throat before she can utter another sentence.
Draj is rushing towards the stage, obviously too late, but he is running up there.
Oops, that's the wrong button. Fellow friends, how wonderful it is to see everybody so, I guess lively is out of the question now. I just wanted to welcome everybody to the start of this new year. And I brought some friends to play along with. A waiver of her hand appears before anybody has time to react to her appearance. As the crowd gasps in fear of the sudden summon of beasts dispersed. Withers looked shocked. The High Priestess murdered right before his eyes, and then stares and tries to protect himself from the jackal that appears just behind him.
I'm like everybody because we didn't get to see what the last attraction was, and now I have a feeling we're not going to be able to test our strength anymore. I'm very upset at this turn of events.
I'm okay with this. As an extraordinarily unstrong person, I'm fine with this.
We have to load our save file to the previous checkpoint. I think there's a point of no return, and I want to experience everything.
Can I, if we're reloading our save, can I try a different flirt with the priestess?
Can I go with the renegade option?
Hey, priestess, I have a big cock.
I think that was assumed with the first one.
Yeah, but this is the renegade version.
Unfortunately, all outcomes and to only a different color of jackals to appear. Red, blue, or green.
Yeah, screw you too.
They got us again.
Hey, I liked the ending, okay?
Yeah, I'm with you, buddy.
I mean, we have blue, green, and red right there, so what's wrong? I don't understand the problem.
Gotta collect them all to unlock the secret ending.
Add turn.
I have seen the secret ending. It's a good ending.
Ooh, really?
It's not that secret, but yes.
Does Gilbert Gilbert get with the priestess lady after we save her life due to a sudden healing spell or something? Oh, roll for initiative.
Yes. Sorry.
I kind of zoned out. Sorry.
No, I was busy.
Kind of made an assumption. Sorry.
Yeah, I haven't made an announcement. Yeah. So if you haven't already, now that I'm done, messing.
I don't see the list, sadly.
Oh, Pink only got a 4.
Kit Kat got a 15.
Oh, right. So just up the stairs, the high priestess' body falls. As Pink laughs in her success as the battle ensues. Staring at you is 8 hungry beasts nipping at your ankles.
Important question.
Important answer.
From the end of the everybody doing their performances to now, was there enough time for me to have a short rest?
1, 2, 3.
From the performances, no.
Okay. How about from when I cast my first spell at Kit earlier? Was there?
Yes.
Okay.
So
I have used one spell.
Yeah, one spell used, but the rest of it you're fully back elsewise.
Okay.
I kept track of like the detect magics and stuff that I cast.
Oh wait, sorry. Hex is a cantrip, right?
No.
Oh
Hex
no,
is
it's
a
not.
level 1.
Level 1. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that the hex from the stage is going to be your only spell cast.
Yep.
Two questions, Bit. One,
Yeah.
what kind of beasts are they?
Roll survival, or history, or
Survival.
nature. Honestly, I just throw out
Hey,
words until one fits. Yeah,
All right.
They are
very good at
insects.
this.
Snake eyes. There must be snakes.
All right, and two, can I be one?
They are doggos, and yeah, you probably can.
Hell yeah. All right, I'm ready.
All right, Nero.
The
Excuse me, I just got a
natural.
mouthful.
Yep.
Nero is going to. Can I assume that Nero had mage armor up? Because that's kind of a thing he can do at will.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alrighty. Awesome. He is going to swear under his breath and duck to Kit Kat and go, see if you can save the old man. We may need him. And he's going to then draw from the shadows the stolen sword of Shah of the crazy cats going off at once. The stolen sword of Shah Kazira.
Going off at once.
And he's going to zip around to here. And first of all, attack the one to the south of him. Well,
Yep.
he's only got the actions to do that, actually. So let me just zippity zap. So 13 to hit.
13 will hit.
Okay. 12 points of psychic damage and 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Gotcha. The animal whelps from being struck, but
Whelp.
Whelp!
but
Smack. Welp.
That'll be my turn.
all right.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, man.
Gilbert.
This one's next to me. Do I care about these other things here?
The other people.
All these
things,
people? Yeah.
I mean, they're civilians.
So fireball is okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
these are some weird looking civilians. Alright, since it's the first round of combat, and I remember that I can do it, and I haven't done it yet, I'm going to wild shape, guys!
What?
Yay!
Aren't you
I'm
the
gonna-
wrong kind of druid for this?
Shut up. I'm gonna turn into a giant goat.
Welp.
No, an adult giant goat will do.
Giant by your standards, by the way, not a regular goat.
It's like extra. It's like a kaiju goat to you.
Super goat.
It's giant to halfling, and it's just slightly below average for us.
That's gonna be my action, so that's all I'm gonna do. But Bit, is there anything I need to do for a giant goat, or do you have a giant goat, or?
I thought I did, but apparently I don't. I can get one in just a second, though.
I know I sent you a pic for a giant goat.
Yeah. I have it saved to my computer. I thought I uploaded it, but I don't see it. So I'm just going to re-upload it right quick. But that's it.
Because I am the wrong type of druid, so that's my action. And if he's large, I'm gonna take up the 4 spaces here.
Is he large and in charge?
Yep. And can charge.
But I think he can trip.
Cantrip?
Mm-hmm.
Is my turn finally?
Yep.
Okay.
Giant.
Got a general idea that I like. I can't do Misty Step because that's only me. Phantasmal Force, good option. I kind of do want to try Weaponized Hairball. I'm going to cast Hypnotic. Oh, okay, hold on. I did not save. I did not put that all just right. Sorry. But I did this. Phantasmal Force, is that a Wisdom or... Sorry. I thought I did all the spell.
Phantasmal Force is intelligence.
Okay. That's what I thought.
An intelligence save, if I remember correctly.
So DC, just fails. Yeah, I got everything else done. Okay, let's try this again. DC 14, int check on Miss Redhead here.
DC 14 int check.
I want to know what she's afraid of so I can protect her from it.
Halflings.
Alright.
Unfortunately, she is wise to your trick. looks and passes your and saves.
And
Bitch.
Cat's just going to take a step back here. Put him and everyone else in front of him, and put a thumbs up. Ah, yeah, good. That's it.
Pearl.
Okay, Pearl is going to disengage as a bonus action because
Mm-hmm.
they can do that. And I would like to make a move up to Withers. Is Withers within reach here? Or is this like abstracted further away?
No, it's within reach. Yeah.
Okay, and I'm going to have Pearl make the help action to aid Withers should he be attacked. So
Okay.
that the first attack roll is done with disadvantage.
Sure.
Do I need to roll
That's my turn.
initiative for Dino?
No, Dino's. Oh, unless you want to. I mean, sorry. Which? Let me give you control, Gilbert.
I was gonna say, yay! I get to look at an image of a giant goat. Woo!
That's a large size as well.
I'm gonna
so-
shove Halfling Gilbert over here, out of the way. There I am.
So Kat, if you want to move yourself under, yeah, there you
Hell yeah. Meh. But threateningly.
go.
Bleats threateningly.
Bleeding intensifies.
Was that it for Pearl? Sorry.
Excuse me. Yes, it is.
All right. Shocked and horrified and scared, Withers is going to shout to the people to get either into the temple or wherever you can to safety. Seeing the few of you to already taken stance in battle. He's going to beg y'all not to get hurt yourselves, but thank you, thank you for dealing with these beasts.
So, how are we doing tie breaks for initiative? Is it higher dex mod goes first, or is it something else?
I think the natural thing that the turn order does is that it will swap it. I don't really know if that is the case, but
I have a +3 to dex, if that matters.
all right, I can move you ahead.
Okay.
Because you do win out dex. So if you want to go ahead and go.
I am going to provoke, I'm sure, an opportunity attack from that jackal.
Jackal? What's that?
I heard jackal earlier, so I'm assuming. Jack-o'-lantern?
Jackalope?
I guess as I'm running, can I do a free check to figure out what this thing is?
Yeah, sure.
Wasn't worse than the druid, so...
It is a lovely doggo.
A lovely
In
doggo.
fact, it's a lovely doggo that hits you for 7 piercing as he. I'm sorry, forgot to roll. What's your AC?
18.
18. Yeah, that's going to be a miss.
Okay. I am going to move up. Do I get flanking bonus with this guy? Is not Wilford a combatant?
Not Wolford. It will be counted as an enemy. Yes.
Okay. I will attack this cute doggo reluctantly with booming blade
Sonic boom.
and just normal attack. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 hits.
Okay. Is it still alive?
It is still alive.
Unluckers. As my bonus action, I'm going to use Hexblade's Curse on Pink.
Mm-hmm.
And I have since found that I accidentally omitted a line from my text about Hexblade's Curse. I can only use it once a short rest. So I am going to stick to that from now on.
Okay. Thank you. Yep.
Always good to know.
I was wondering
Hi,
why it was so
Sherby.
powerful and I could use it so freely. Hi, Sherbs.
Hi.
sure.
You're
Feel
back
free to
just in
join me
time.
if you wanna. We just started a round of combat.
Ah.
I'm a goat.
So, quick recap. We had a festival. The High Priestess started to speak, and then Redhead Pink showed up and killed her, and then summoned doggos.
I was trying to fuck the priestess, but now I'm trying to fuck the redhead.
I mean, aren't we all? But I guess now it's a dog farm, so whatever.
Who are we fighting?
The Redhead Pink Pinkacula.
Yeah, these people with the with these orange
The doggos that are in a kind of circle thing, those are our enemies. And all the other people here, besides the redhead, are NPCs.
yeah, just
Okay.
civilians in the crowd.
The
Despite
goat's
the
me.
armor. Yeah,
Just in case there was doubt.
the Goatbert.
Goatbert.
I am Goatbert.
It's a giant goat, but in reality it's just a somewhat large goat.
No, it's a real giant goat, thanks.
Giga goat.
So that was your curse and your attack.
That was my move, attack, and action, or bonus.
Yep. All right. Oh, friends. Oh, sorry. Lucian, you if you want to,
Roll initiative.
yeah, go ahead and roll initiative too. I'll let you actually go ahead of Pink if you want. If you're
Okay.
ready.
Yeah. So you said the dog fox things next to us are enemies,
My bad,
right?
guys. Yep.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna start it off simple then and swing my longsword at the one right next to me.
Sure.
I'm carrying Dino, so.
Of course. That will hit for 9 slashing.
Okay, and I'm just gonna end it there. So the next turn I'll be fully into it.
Yep. Which that actually will just kill
Ooh.
as you.
Good stuff.
Do these things have variable health then, I guess? I'm guessing?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Because I did 11 damage and you said it was still alive, just checking.
Nero attacked this one.
Okay. My bad.
Yeah.
This is how you find out that you're actually not so good after all.
Look, I am the best, regardless of the rolls telling everyone otherwise.
Oh, it's you guys again. How lovely that we keep meeting like this. Say, shall we I don't know, kill you again just for old time's sake.
I prefer you didn't.
I prefer being alive, thank you very much.
I'll do whatever you want us to do.
You just say bah.
I mean, bah. I'm gonna
What he
snort
said.
flirtatiously.
Marching over to you, Draj. She's going to reach out her hand with a very ominous aura as she attacks you. Let's see what it is. Is there a... So I'll just... Bloop. And you said your AC was 18?
Yep.
All right. Despite reaching out at you so confidently, her hand hesitates and she's not able to get a hold on you as the magic fades.
Josh is a little bit flexible here.
Mm-hmm. She likes that and the lizard.
All right, excuse me.
Nero.
Look, she doesn't go for giant goats. All right, it's not my fault. It's just how it is.
Nero's
I could
going to
take
swing
her
around.
for the ride of her life.
Nero's going to swing around with his shadow blade and try and cut the remaining doggo up.
Oh, the doggos. Sorry.
Oh yeah, do they have an initiative turn?
No, they just hang out.
They
You
just-
know
They just
why
look pretty.
we failed their nature checks? Because they're taxidermied. They're not real.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Just been sitting there dead still the entire time.
Yeah, dead still, in fact.
Well, it's just as well that they haven't moved yet because they rolled a whopping 3.
Excellent.
Well, that's neat. They'd better go before me then.
Yeah. Going before you, they're going to go after the ones closest. So these two are going to attack, or the 3 on the left are going to attack civilians, as the one here is going to try to take a bite out of Pearl.
See, this is why Lenny never has her familiar during combat.
Luckily for you, he nat one.
Can't catch that hair.
As delicious as it is. Draj, however, is staring down a 3 and a 4, so he's safe. And
Scary.
Nero,
He's staring down a threatening display of what might happen to you later.
later, when the dogs get around to feeling like it,
Its bark is
Nero,
much worse
it's
than
your
its bite.
turn.
What'd you say, Bit? Sorry.
Nero, it's your turn. All the dogs
All right.
missed.
Are
Okay.
all the civilians safe?
Oh, sorry. There's one more doggo, and doggo is going to attack Withers.
Going to attack with disadvantage is what?
Got him.
That was the
Ooh.
only one that was gonna hit too.
It was the only one. Yeah, it was not only was it going to hit, it was going to crit. It does do damage.
Pearl just right before this thing snaps at Wither's neck. Pearl just bolts in and smacks him in the side with the horns, with the
Mhm.
antlers.
Yeah. But he still finds his mark as his head rams into the to the old man's side, dealing a small bit of damage.
Well, small gains. Alright, my turn.
Now it's your turn.
Okay. I was going to do the same thing. So should I roll or keep that one?
You can keep that if you want.
Sure. That'll
Yeah.
be 10 points of damage against the one in melee with me.
10 points.
And I'm going to step up here and cast Shillelagh on the crowbar in my offhand.
Sure.
And that will be my turn.
Man. Admittedly, maybe not the best choice to go with the goat because it's a little cramped and I don't think I can get off a good charge. But fuck it. The anomalous animal next to me is gonna get rammed.
Rammed. Ha ha.
I swear to God.
I mean,
I don't suppose an 8 hits.
unfortunately, a 8 does not hit.
All right, then I'm going to bleat threateningly to keep its attention, and that'll be my turn. Way to go, Gilbert!
Unlucky.
The cat.
Someone touching my Dino.
Stop touching the Dino! Anyways, I'm going to cast Acidic Hairball in a line like this to hopefully avoid Pearl.
If you have to hit someone, hit me instead of Pearl.
You think I can avoid hitting Pearl and just get these 3?
I would have to say that line would hit Pearl.
Go ahead and
about
hit Pearl.
But
You sure? I keep killing
Yeah.
your rabbit.
I mean, it's not going to sound great, but
Kill the wabbit! Kill the
Kill
wabbit!
the rabbit!
You could also
Alright,
just move a little and hit 2 of them.
I mean, I could start it up like right here if I remember. Just move. No, there's that person in the way.
I mean, they're just a civilian. Who cares?
Well, Kit Kat's not a civilian killer yet. He doesn't have Fireball.
Yeah, give him a few more levels.
Pearl is too precious to sacrifice. Civilians, we can take as many as we like.
Well,
There's
Pearl,
only one Pearl in this city. There's lots of civilians.
I know that Pearl has 1 HP, so the rest I don't know.
Alright, I'm going to actually do this. Feline agility to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Come in.
Yeah, I can't control when people are knocking on my door.
You can hit Draj. I'm fine with that if you need to.
Okay.
Just don't hit.
Yeah,
don't hit the cute
ex-
redhead civilian.
Yeah.
Well, then I need to move like 1 more. 2 more, maybe?
From Fire Emblem.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very
damn it.
Fire Emblem.
Yep. I got a good line of fire here to get, let's see, about 60.
If this is Fire Emblem, that means I have a shot.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm casting Acidic Hairball. I need a DC 14 deck save on that one, and that one. And Draj as well.
range 30 feet.
Is it 30 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got like 1 million feet to move, so you might want to just step a couple. Yeah.
I keep forgetting it's not 60. Yep, there we go.
You're aiming here.
Yeah.
You're gonna hit Draj.
He succeeds.
Okay. Oh, gotcha. All right. Doggo makes a save. And Pink makes save.
Oh god, I'm just not very effective
Oh,
today. All right.
I'm sorry. By making save, I mean I'm in the process of.
Oh, okay.
That's going to be a fail for Drago and a fail for Pink.
Oh, neat. So they take 5 acid damage, and that's going to repeat on each of the turns till they take, what is it, an action to scrape or wash themselves off?
Gross.
Sorry, start of their turns. So Kit Kat, what he does is he just takes a giant lick of his arm and then just does like a spitball.
Gross.
And it's just like hair clings to the dog and all over her hair, and it's just like, oh god, slimy and disgusting.
Gross coming
Not
from
any
the
less
goat man.
gross.
Pearl.
Pearl is going to disengage over to here as a bonus action and then aid Withers again.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be
thanks, Pearl.
her turn.
What a champ.
Following Withers' instructions, the civilians are going to disengage and try to run past the dogs if they can, albeit kind of slow as they tread carefully through fear. Those that can make it out safely do. You see that a couple of the civilians get snapped at, but luckily they don't seem to carry any harm. Withers himself is going to go into a defensive stance as he turns on Pink, and
He is well fed. It's got Tunnel Fighter.
and demand what she's doing here, to which she will blatantly ignore and try to wring out the acid in her hair. Lucian.
It's not her turn yet.
Okay. Now that the civilians are out of my way.
By the way, they have to use their actual action, not a bonus action, to get rid of it. So, hey, either she's going to get the damage, and I'm either going to get more damage, or she's going to waste a turn.
It just the wrong one. Okay.
Go! And
I'm going
smack!
to. I hit things
You hit things
in
very
the
hard.
spirit of Lucia. I'm gonna move up here, and for my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Searing Smite. If I don't make the fucking pop up too small to where I can't see the action, there we go. And then I'm just gonna swing my longsword.
Gotcha.
At the doggo, not our little
Pearl.
friend.
Fuck you, Pearl.
I mean, they're both bees. I can see why you might be getting confused.
Ooh, nice hit.
Come get your snack-oo, dog.
Evidently, none of us know what these animals are because we keep rolling terribly on nature. So
Can I roll a bit? Can I roll a nature to see if I can figure out what these are?
Yeah, I'll let you for last turn.
Can I get like a favorite enemy? So it's like, cat versus dog.
How many ranger levels you got?
A handful.
That's a
I'm
good
kinda
point.
20.
Yeah.
20
If it wasn't said before, it is said now. These things are jackals, although they look a bit meaner than normal. You don't know where they came from. They really came from the middle of nothing, essentially from nothing. But then again, so did Pink. So who knows? However, that Searing Smite will hit for the massive 11 or 9 slashing and 2 fire.
Nice.
One snack-oo.
Snaku? raises up and gets smited.
One smacku.
Was there anything else? Or
No, that'll end it.
all right, Draj.
Just 1 sec, please.
Yep.
Sorry, family came home. All right, so
Yep, no problem.
Draj is going to provoke another attack opportunity
Sure.
because he's being reckless.
Yep. Pink will take her for her reaction to strike out first. And Ashley will hit you with 18.
Okay.
As her hand reaches out once more, and covered in black magic, you're going to take
A wound, I assume.
Oh,
You're gonna take a pay raise.
Oh, please, that would be nice.
Congrats, you're promoted.
I feel like someone is going to inflict a wound upon me.
Yeah, you've been inflicted.
Cool.
Youch.
Only 3d10, that's all. Alright. I could have defended against that, but then my movement would have been useless. So I am going to once again summon the wings of the wyvern to envelop an area within 10 feet around me, and each of the creatures within 10 feet need to do a strength save.
Dino, look out.
Dino's, I'm assuming, immune to my... Does Withers really within 10 feet?
We got the default diagonals here, baby.
I assume this doggo's not within 10 feet, too. I was...
Yeah, no. Yeah, they're not really in 10 feet.
Okay.
But they 13. Yeah, the one near Lucian and Goatbert succeed.
Go Bert.
Oh, 12 necrotic. Pew, 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 pew.
Half damage on a pass.
Plus 12. Alright. 17. And see. Alright. Anything else?
Nope, that's my turn.
Okay. Pink takes some leftover burning sensation as she grabs the
See a
acid.
doctor for that.
So she's using her action to get rid of it, and also it does start at the start of her turn.
Right. So 2d4.
2d4. /R, 2d4. 6 damage.
She's more annoyed at how much this burns more than anything. Her mind stuck on this on the damage on her hand, but she's able to wipe it off fine. And so she, getting her head back to the battle, she's just going to her focus back on the battle. She's just going to cross her arms and glare at everybody and wonder why her doggo doing more. Speaking of, the doggo, in the midst of taking another 2d4 damage,
7.
Good rolls.
will find the ability to roll around on the ground to get the goop off. But just kind of remain prone for the time being.
Actual prone or?
Actual prone.
Okay, cool. This doggo's in trouble.
This other doggo near you, though, sees you as a easy hunt
Snacky.
and a very delicious snacku in the jackalope that has become surrounded by the puppers. Cat, your AC is
12.
Hey,
Just
I'm not the
enough.
lowest anymore.
Goatbird.
Woo!
You are a prize amongst all doggos. What's your AC?
11 as a goat.
11 as goat.
So you are the lowest.
Right this second, yes.
Lucian, AC.
Mhm.
500.
Let me just make sure. I think it's 18. Yeah, it's 18.
Fucking excuse me that I can't turn into a goat with fucking metal hide.
Just so you know, for Lucian's and my tokens, I think for everyone, if you click them, the number in blue should be their AC.
Oh, yeah.
Mine's the number in green.
Yeah.
Also, Pel's default token has the AC on the maximum side of that bar, so it doesn't come up by default. I've fixed it for the current token, but I can't change the default token on the sheet.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Unfortunately, one doggo does get a snag on Pearl.
Someone is not getting a snacku.
Bye,
There
Pearl.
is an
They just
eerily human scream shouts out across the battlefield before Pearl winks back into whatever dimension that they came from.
Does it go whelp?
Well,
Can I request that it be
Well-
less eerily human next time?
You may, but we are all
Yeah, yeah.
we are required to ignore it.
Yeah, I will. I can request. I have no obligation. Anything will happen.
I mean, you like animals, so I feel like a human scream doesn't matter as much to you.
That's fair. Next time, can I request that she be put out of her misery, but in a humane way?
You have to ask
And
the
what's
doggos
that?
for that.
that doggo was the only one to get a bite this round. However, as Nero, the one you're facing, grabs a hold of you for 6 piercing.
That bastard. I'd better roll my concentration check and get some value out of Warcaster.
Don't fail. Oof. You passed.
I succeeded.
Nice. All right. Nero.
All right, Nero's going to retaliate. With the sword. Going to be 7 damage if it hits.
7 damage.
Still up.
Still up.
Okay. And wheel around the shillelagh.
That hits.
Another 2 points of damage. There's one tough puppy.
Mm-hmm. It bares its teeth and growls menacingly. Gilbert.
still no convenient charging targets, so I'll move a little up here to give Lucian a hand, and I'll attack the guy who's next to both of us with my ram. Hey, there we go.
Ooh, that is going to hit.
Eh.
Hey, Josh, you okay taking another one? I'm so sorry that you're always in my line of fire.
The dog after bashing it.
I'm gonna glare at him with the sort of glare that only a herbivore can give a carnivore, and that'll be my turn.
The goat glare, where the pupils even squint.
What does the coat say?
Ding 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 ding.
Hati 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 ho is what the goat says.
Okay.
Cat.
Jeeves, I'm sorry.
Just so you know, Josh has 7 HP.
And the goblin.
Oh,
Think of the goblin.
think of the goblin.
For what it's worth, I couldn't heal you because I was goat.
Think of the goblin. All right, I'm going to think
Any
of the goblin.
consolation.
I'm going to cast.
But would you have anyways?
I'm going to cast. What's Crown of Madness on spell on this one.
Humanoid only.
Is it only?
Yeah.
God fucking damn it, spells. I keep misreading you. All right.
We do have a humanoid. Just saying.
That's true.
Yeah, but she's a
Yeah,
bitch.
cast it
It's
on
not
withers.
me.
Cast it on Draj.
I'm just going to cast Magic Missile. One for him, and one for him.
Sure.
Yeah.
The
Because
curse of
everything else I've tried today has failed.
curse of enchantment wizards.
Yeah, divination.
4,
So-
4, and 7.
Yep.
No, 4, 4, and 5. Or no, it's 2, 2, and 5.
Yeah.
Because 1d4 plus 1 for each one,
Oh,
not
right.
1d4 plus 3.
Gotcha. Yeah. So it's 2, 2, 5. Yeah. All right, that makes sense. I thought he was adding his his int mod or something. So 2.
It might be worth breaking it apart into separate things
I
in
don't
the
know how
in the
to.
effects.
2. And that 5 will actually spike the doggo and finish him off.
Woof.
We're gonna spike him. I'll toss him up into the air. Why don't you spike him down over her net?
Alley-oop.
Volley dog.
Withers is going to curse at Pink as he starts casting a spell sorts only to be backhanded by Pink and silenced. The citizens are able to free.
Good.
All in a day's work.
We saved the cute one from Fire Emblem. That's all that mattered.
Lucian?
If I run through the middle here, will that doggo get a opportunity on me?
If you leave range, which is 5 feet. So if you go further than this spot, or if you leave this way, yes. If you go here, yes.
Okay, so I can go next to Draj and be okay.
Yeah, you can go here or here and be fine.
Okay.
Except
Alright,
you're next to Draj, so.
Yeah, you're as fine as being next to Draj can be.
I'm gonna run up next to Drosh. And I'm going to use
1 point of lay on hands.
Negative 7 points of land.
Lay on
I'm
pain.
actually gonna try Cure Wounds on him.
Cure Wounds is a good option. You can really never go wrong with Cure Wounds.
You can use it on someone with full health, or an undead or construct.
Here
You can use it on a full health undead construct.
Oh no.
Even then, it's a nice gesture.
Thank you, Lucian. It is
Got you,
appreciated. I might survive one more hit.
Just sack for cat again. Or use the little meat shield you got with you.
Dino is precious. We're not sacrificing Dino. Is it my turn?
Didn't get to keep correct.
Go ahead.
Alright. Josh is going to Booming Blade the Wolfie next to him.
Mm-hmm.
As I click the correct token. Oh hey, look at that.
Advantage because he's
Prone.
prone, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you. I totally knew that.
That
yeah.
was my intention the whole time.
I deliberately not won the first one.
And right, exactly. With
He's
that,
flexing.
man, I'm going to move up here.
Do I smell bad?
Yes.
No,
This is how we tell you.
the goat
That's
does.
the goat. That's the goat, I swear.
I just need to get downwind or upwind from the goat.
So you're fucked if you're downwind.
Yeah. No, I'm moving up here to help Wilford.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Really?
Wilford is Bit's character in another
Oh yeah,
campaign.
no, I'm just meaning.
Yep.
Unamused with now I forgot his name. Withers.
Success.
Casting Pink is actually just going to step back and start channeling a spell of her own.
Thanks for giving them a cast time of 2 actions. That's really helpful.
Yeah, that does make me feel a lot better about what's coming.
Yikes.
Doggos go bark, bork, and bite. In that order.
Doggos
Cat,
go bark.
you are bitten.
Oh no!
You now have rabies.
You now have a piercing pain in your leg on about a scale of 7 out of 10.
Oh.
Yikes.
How much damage?
7.
Oh, 7.
Or 10, your
It
choice.
took me a second.
Goatbert, you
Goatbert.
will take a...
That was improvised, by the way. I did not plan Goatbird.
Ooh, you actually will take 9 points of damage.
Hell yeah, I will. It's okay. I can be a swimming thing now, so if you ever need a fish, then I'll be Gilbert.
Oh my god.
Fantastic.
Jeeves has left the call.
That I want to leave the call after that, to be honest.
I think I can already tell what your flying form is going to be.
Mhm.
Gilbert.
Gilbert. I could be Gulbert as well.
Goldberg, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Lucian, you actually get critted on.
Get critted on, son!
Your mom warned you about this, Lucian.
For 16 points of piercing damage as he...
My tit.
When you leave the Shadowfell, there are going to be girls who are going to want to crit on you.
And Wolford is... God! Withers is going to
We have
also...
won the game. The DM has lost. Even though Pink can one-shot all of us in a second.
You said 16, right?
Yes. And Withers will take an additional 5, to which he's not looking too good on the pain.
He wasn't very handsome to begin with.
Oh, fuck you.
Look, anyone would be
Yes.
lucky to have him, okay?
He's a
Absolutely.
fetching gnome.
Look at that beard.
And the Santa Claus nose.
Exactly.
Jolly. It's an aesthetic.
Santa?
Jolly good.
So it's top of the round. Nero, you just escaped a close bite, but it's been the 4 hours. I can continue if y'all want, but I know y'all have things to do sometimes.
I think we could put like a bookmark here. It's top of the round, and I kind of need to go.
Yeah, that's what that.
I can go either way.
Bye bye.
All right, see ya.
Sure thing.
Thank you all.
Good boy.
Good session, everyone.
Thank
Yep,
you.
good session. Yep.
I'm wild shaped, guys. I did it.
Maybe
Yeah.
Lucia can...
How many
Yay.
sessions in, and I finally did the
Look,
druid thing?
you are the
Becoming a
wrong
real
kind of
druid.
druid, so...
You did
Alright,
do the
I
wild shape.
The
with,
spider shape, yeah.
That's, okay, I
Yeah.
wild shaped in combat.
Yeah, but yours isn't a combat wild shape.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yay.
I gotta head on out too. So I will see you guys. Thank you.
Thank you all. See
Yep.
ya.